Hello! Hello everybody. I hope you're all well. I've decided I'm going to be an influencer. Yeah, I think it wasn't working because the stream wasn't live, Pinkster. Hello. Yeah, I've started an OnlyManZ account. It's not an OnlyManZ account, it's just Instagram. But I'm going to TwitchCon in October, right? So I'm setting up an Instagram account in advance. So if you could all follow me, please, or the stream won't happen. I'm not going to start streaming in. I'm not even going to look. Don't worry. Right. Anyway, let me just find the server. What's my Insta? It's linked about 3 messages above yours, dude. It's called Paul_OnlyManZ. OnlyManZ, please can I be a part of it too? No, dude. It's for me only. I'm going to be doing some 1,000 follows or no stream. Exactly. Hi, Olaf Gress. Hope you're good. Moist Gusset, 7th follower. Woohoo! District, thanks for coming in. I'm the goat, eh? That's my goat attempt. I know what it means, by the way. Don't worry. I'm not all player, just partial. Oh, I really enjoyed the F1. So I'm a little bit late today because I watched the F1. I enjoyed it so much that I fell asleep. I got my feet up on a cushion. It seems a bit echoey in here today. I got my feet up on a cushion because my ankles were a bit sore.
Call 69 soon.
22,000 steps or something yesterday, and did a fair few this morning. Anyway, I got my feet up, put my head back, and I don't know, about 15 laps in, I woke up 35 laps in. It was kind of magic. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I think it was right that Piastri let him past. I could see Piastri's point. It wasn't his fault that there was an issue with his pit. But equally, it would have been the other way round if he'd have not given up the pit rights, if you like. I think it was the fair thing to do. Yeah, Verstappen was very quick on that track, wasn't he? Didn't seem to suit the Red Bulls. I was kind of half thinking, I've not watched any of the preamble, I didn't watch the qualifying or anything, but from the off I was kind of thinking, well, maybe like normal the McLarens will be quicker in the race, but no, not at that track.
Good morning.
Good morning, Vietnam. Hello, Blaine. It wasn't the best race in the world, was it? Yeah, I was a bit tired. Do you know what? I don't really remember this. Oh, I do. Yeah, we're going to go run back to the castle. You can't see. Now you can.
Primes.
I was looting for a sniper rifle before the restart, and I couldn't find one. I'm going to go back to the castle because there was no sniper rifle. There's a deer to the right. Actually, we might get the deer first. Oh dear. Oh, in fact, we could probably go this way and check for the convoy as well. It's only just over this way. Sorry, Zero Skills. Dude, thank you for the 45. Wells Bells, thank you. John Neal, thank you. Uberfart, thank you for the 68.
Sweet Mama June, the day has finally came. Let's see them dogs.
Prometheus, thank you. Cheers for the support, dude. Yeah, I don't think I'll be posting videos with me in them just yet, but you never know. I might get drunk and start doing 1-minute videos where I whine about something. It'll be lovely. People are going to love it. Right, you get a little bit of a view of my back garden on there as well. Not much. And my legs. Wow. I don't know what happened there, only bottom frags, but yeah, Nightbot says no. Not hearing the deer anymore. I think I need to stop and clean my glasses. You can post the 1v1 pool game we're going to have in San Diego on there. I can, yeah. I'll bring my special glasses, Sowie. All right, dude. I'll bring my special Dennis Taylor glasses. You won't know who Dennis Taylor is, but anyway, they're really embarrassing glasses. But I'll bring them anyway so I can see. Just in case Happy Bombs the hustler, Minnesota Bombs turns up and fucking starts playing. Oh, I heard the deer. I think it's slightly to the left, but I can't tell. Can 6 more people follow the Insta so I can be 69th? Whoa. No worries, Rexler. Thank you. I'm not sure if I'm going to put DayZ content on it or just me. I'm not really sure yet. I've got my logo as the thing. Someone's using the Instagram handle TheRunningManZ, but they're not actually ever posted anything. They've got 2,000 followers though. So if I can't get more followers than me, something is wrong, right? If I can't get more followers than an account pretending to be me that's never posted anything, right? I've got 2,200 followers on Instagram, but I haven't even posted anything, and not only that, it's not even me. So in other words, surely by the end of today I can have more followers than me that's not me, pretending to be me that's never posted anything even though they're not me, but they're pretending to be me. Come on. This is me. You can report him. Yeah, well, it seems... obviously it's taking my handle, I guess, but...
Hello, folks.
It doesn't really...
TRMZ seems good.
It doesn't really bore me if they're not actually posting my stuff. Kempus, hello, hope you're good. You're struggling with the typing today, it seems. Thank you for the 57, Jack. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you very much, Blaine. Thank you very much for the support, dude. Hope you're well. Abominus, thank you for the super chat. That's very, very generous, dude. Turd, thank you as well. Let's see them dogs. Sweet mama. Oh, baby. Where's the deer? I haven't heard the deer in ages. This is an entertaining stream, isn't it? Old man stands confused in a field. Sorry, forest. Please update nip tassel swirl technique progress. That's a sentence I didn't expect to read today. I have not watched Peacemaker, no. I've been watching season 2 of Severance. I can say this because Redline's not here. I've watched like 5 episodes now. I think it's been a big bag of shit. The last episode was just some nonsense where they all woke up in the snow for no reason. It's just... I think they're this way. It's crap. I think they're this way. I'm sure it's going to get better, but the first half of season 2 of Severance is not for me. I'm really struggling with the will to live watching the rest of it. Use headphones like max volume. Cold, I do use headphones, but I keep the volume quite low because I get ear ringing from the headphones. So I actually could do with them being a bit louder because I miss shit. Why are these deer being so elusive? That was not any fault of Oscar. Shitty move by the... Oh, shit. Oh, now you move. Oh, shit. Put your gun away, Paul. Oh, God. I had one chance. Have I not got any more bullets? Oh, fuck me dead. That's it. That's my only shot. I've got another shot. Oh, bollocks. Why was it so quiet? Oh, well, no deer for us. I disagree with you there. I disagree with you. Was it Bomb? Who was it that said that about it? That was not any fault of Oscar. Shitty move by the team in my book. I think it was the fair thing to do. I don't agree it was a shitty move, and I think the same were it the other way around as well. Because obviously Lando gave up his right to the first pit stop to help Piastri, and whilst it was just bad luck that the gun got stuck on the second pit stop, The reality is that would have been Piastri's pit stop if Lando hadn't agreed to switch, you know. So you could say it's fate, and maybe if he'd gone first, then the gun would have got... But the reality is the second pit stop is the one that had the delays, and that's nearly always the case. If teams pit 2 people, 1 lap, and then the next lap they pit another, it's usually the second one that has any issues. So I think it was the right thing to do. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think it's not really Piastri's fault, but it certainly isn't Oscar's fault. And he gave up his right to, like, all the way through the season they've been doing it, where whoever's leading between Piastri and Lando gets to choose when to pit, and he gave up his position to help Piastri out. I think that's fair enough. Yes, it's not Piastri's fault, but the reality is Lando could have said, no, I'll pit first, I'm going to wait a lap. You know, and made it harder for Piastri, and he wouldn't have had the issue. Hey Paul, big fan, what will I need interested in explosives to gate through base? Well, I normally just use grenades. You need like 10 or 11. I find grenades easier to find at military bases, especially places like Tissy. There are certain places, like certain industrial areas, like for example Novo, that can spawn plastic explosives, and then you can use those. But I honestly don't normally mess with those. You need to find a detonator as well. You need to find the explosives. You can put them in a yellow box too, and I've barely ever bothered. I normally just loot the military bases, because you can get action at military bases too. But I normally just loot the military bases for grenades. Yet another advert for Thrive. Did you get an advert for Thrive, D. Shawnee? I applied. Coach Z sent me the link, which I should be able to find myself, to be fair. But I did apply for an affiliate thing, but I only did that this morning. How massive is this pot? Somewhere between none and infinity.
Thank goodness you're back.
Legion, well, thanks for coming in.
Haunted, possessed by what a peen hut could be for. Some fleshy monument to my nightmares.
Sounds lovely. Sounds delightful. Right, so I've come back here. I've got 308. I've got a scope. Hopefully we can find ourselves a trifle. That's an odd way to say spear. Yeah, it's true. Why am I not picking them up? Come on, pleb. God, I feel really tired. Yeah, I had a nice little, probably 15-minute snooze during the Grand Prix. It was beautiful. I think it was my most exciting point of the Grand Prix. It was a pretty slow race, wasn't it? It wasn't the worst, but it was a little bit of overtaking, a little bit of cars coming together, but it was mostly meaningless, really.
Happy Sunday.
Is there a discount code for the OnlyManZ? No. You're going to have to pay per inch as well, but quite a lot per inch because there aren't many inches to display. Yeah, Verstappen was good, and he was in the quickest car, but that's not very common these days, is it? You know, he's not normally in the quickest car at the moment. But yeah, I think it was a fairly solid race for most of the front runners. I think Piastri and Norris were solid. I think the others, Leclerc, Hamilton was pretty good. He got past some drivers. Why was Hamilton starting 10th? I didn't really understand that because I literally just turned it on 2 minutes before the race started. I thought he qualified in 5th. I presume he got a 5-place grid penalty for something, but I don't know. Yeah, I think the Norris and Piastri swap was fair, personally. I really do. Because he only got the issue because he gave up his right to pit first to help Norris, to help Piastri out. I think that was fair. I think they would have done it if it was the other way around, and I do think it was the right thing to do. He got a penalty from the last race, didn't he? I'd forgotten that then. Sparta, thank you very much for the 2 months. Metric, thank you for the very, very long one. 113 months. Happy Sunday. Legion, cheers for coming in. Thank you for the support, dude. Glad to be back. Seems a bit low on the old sniper rifle type stuff at the moment, doesn't it? This is exactly like it was the other day. There was no rifles then either. Can't believe I spooked that deer and then successfully managed to shoot my only bullet, missing the deer. Oh well, there's some more bullets. What is that? Pioneer. Well, someone got the gun that they wanted, didn't they? The lucky fucker. Then they dropped the Pioneer. Someone got a Blazer Rotundi or something, and we're not going to get it, are we? They've got it. Bastards. Have I been paying for feet pics? You're on holiday, are you, Broder? Well, I hope you have a good time. Oh, it's this way. I don't know why I'm still carrying that spanner. Don't want to be your monkey wrench. There we go. Let's get rid. Right, I'm going to go back a little bit. There's usually aminals. That could have been at an aminal. There's usually aminals in this field. The only trouble is I've only got a CR527, and as you saw with me shooting at the deer... Oh! It's right in front of me.
Lebediah.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I wanted to be a new spawn anyway. Seen him, he carried on. This guy's just wanting to keep booking it. Oh my god. He might have stopped in that bush. No. He did stop in that fucking... I knew he was going to stop. I knew it. He stopped in the tree past the fucking bush. That sucks. I presume he's got a plate carrier on under there, because I'm pretty sure I hit him in the middle of the back. Oh man, that fucking sucks. Oh well. Like I say, I wanted to start as a new spawn anyway. Oh, it didn't even need to be a ghillie though. I didn't check the tree, did I? You know, like, ah, damn it, that sucks. I was going by intuition as well. The bush looked right for him to stop in because it was the same colour as his ghillie, but he's in first person. He may not have noticed that. Oh, that's so unlucky. I thought when I hit him in the middle of the back there, I thought that would be it, but obviously didn't knock him uncon. Shit happens. Oh well. Oh no, not Solnichi. Okay, I think I'm going to suicide. It doesn't take much to make me not suicide. A couple of bits of fruit. And a couple of bandages, and I'll carry on. I was going to suicide, but now I'm going to take the fruit and run. I am that sad. That's so fucking annoying. I didn't have a great deal of loot, but it's just annoying, you know. Had every opportunity. And now I'm all Jean-Paul Gaultier'd up. Hello, Antoine. Hello, Jean-Paul. Yeah, guys, don't forget to check out. Don't forget to check out. There's nothing much there, but I started an Instagram account, which I'll probably post to on my trip around TwitchCon. Right, so there's an Instagram account, Paul_OnlyManZ. Don't forget to follow it if you have Insta. Yeah, you'll love it. How many? I've got 146 followers. I'm an internet sensation. Harris, thank you for the 40 months. Red 21, thank you. Dan Holloway, thank you very much. Topperdev. Topperdev? That wasn't even on purpose. I was reading your message, which I'd heard, and also saying Topperdev, thank you very much. Lumberjack, M10 Johnson, Kyroscope, Sparta, thank you very much too. Who got the RunningManZ Insta account? I don't know, but I didn't actually want the RunningManZ Insta account anyway, so it's all good. I wanted to be called Paul Mans or something, because I want it to be a little bit more about wherever I'm doing IRL, so much as stuff about DayZ. You know, I might probably put on there, oh, there's a new video today or whatever. My daughter's boyfriend texted to say they think they saw you today shopping. They definitely didn't then, Blue Monday. All I've done today is go out for a walk in the countryside and then sit in the garden. Well, only for 20 minutes, as per the picture. I've sent the link to my aunt. Well, thanks, Coach. Why am I censored all the time? Is this a joke? Ast, chill out. What do you mean? You're not censored. Your messages are there. If you're getting upset that I've not specifically replied to your message, I was trying to shoot someone in the game, and then I was respawning in the game, and I was playing the game, and I've got 2 chats, YouTube and Twitch. Take a chill pill, dude. Hello. But I've got 2 streams running, one on YouTube, one on Twitch, and I can't read every message. Asked Anako. Well, obviously I didn't see him, Ast. That's why he shot me in the back. You know, like if I'd seen him, I probably wouldn't have gone and stood the other side of him, facing the other way. You know, I think that's probably a given. What's the game plan? Well, I just got killed, Shane, so I was chasing down a fully geared ghillie with an SV98 with my CR527 chambered and got killed. What does OnlyManZ account refer to? Well, my channel's called TheRunningManZ. I wanted to create a Insta account, but not call it TheRunningManZ. I wanted it to be about me, Paul. So I called it Paul OnlyManZ, you know, like... I think it's fairly self-explanatory. Come on, guys, get with the fucking program. Also, it sounds like OnlyFans, which people are always asking me, when are you setting up your OnlyFans account? So I've created up an OnlyManZ account. OnlyManZ. Right, I'm just trying to join back in, but it's giving me data verification, so I just got to keep spamming. OnlyManZ sounds like an account dedicated to hunky men. No, it doesn't. Well, I'm a chunky man. That's good enough, isn't it? Not subbing, sorry. All right, Dank. Oh, come on, let me in.
Little server, let me in.
Right, I'm going to log out and log back in, have another try. Wow, those legs. They're the legs of a walking man, aren't they? I'm a walking
Well,
man.
I'm subbing for all the mans.
Lemmies, thank you very much. Norse, thank you. Harris, thank you as well. Cheers for the support, guys. Are you blonde or black haired? I'm not available. Alright, are we letting... Oh, fucking data verification error. What the shit? This bug's so frustrating.
Hey, I have an ideas for your podcasts. Instead of being an expert in a subject sports, why not have the experts on to teach you things?
That kind of works with sport. A little bit less so with some other things, just me. Still wondering what happened with your last video at the end? Ah, well, tune in on Saturday to find out. Alright, sorry guys, it's been a bit of a ball ache. I might have to wait until the server's full just so I don't get data verification bastard error. Am I neither or neither? Yes. Starting an Insta is a great way to get girls. Is it? Why is starting an Instagram a great way to get girls? That had not occurred to me, Rory, to be honest. How am I going to get girls? Are they going to see that picture of my fat ankles and go, whoa, fuck me? I better find out where this guy lives. Look at the slabs in his back garden. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, those slabs. God, a man with taste would have picked those. God, I wouldn't mind hanging out the... No, that's not right. He's lying. Honestly, I'm not lying, Clapper. Sorry, Claps. I'm not lying if you're meaning about attracting the girlies, because I have never used the internet I've never been on an online dating site. It's never occurred to me that Instagram was for dating. I don't think Instagram's for dating, is it? Maybe if I get loads of followers, then I'll be appealing to the Instagram influencers. Yeah, that's what it is. If I get all the influence. Oh, clapped. I see. Fair enough. Big Wookie, hello. Any tips on keeping your stream full of people? You need to just be consistent, and to be honest, you need to try and do more than just stream to get viewers, if is the honest truth. There's a video on my YouTube channel called The Honest Truth About Growing on Twitch. Pretty much you need to drive the people to your Twitch from or to your YouTube stream from other means like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and YouTube videos and editing and such like, you know. So yeah, Topper's linked it just below. Have a watch of that. That's the truth. Dave, who has the best skills in DayZ in your opinion? Not me. Not me. However, I am the butcher of Adamau. The Adamau assassin. I had a lovely conversation with some dude mithering about me killing some people on YouTube. I went out for a 2 hour and 15-minute walk yesterday. I went way too far. And I regretted it on the way back. My ankle was absolutely singing. Sorry guys, I will be in the server soon. In fact, I'll be able to get in it now because there's a queue. Yeah, I was a lovely chat with someone. You were killing too many people. Excessive killing is not allowed as per the rules. Ah! Did the gout come back? It's funny, I only get gout after I've walked for about an hour and 15 minutes Danish. It's one of these weird kinds of gout. So yeah, good shout. I need to get Instagram because I'm a
Kill
thirsty
them all.
boy.
Again and again and again, oh and again. TRMZ love.
Militia, I don't get gout, don't worry. Tragic Mike, kill them all and again and again and again. Oh, and again. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That's worn. That's damaged. Oh, let's just eat them. You can't cook a damaged apple. Everybody knows that. Oh, I'm really pissed off. I thought... when that ghillie was running into my sights, I smell... Oh, what the fuck's going on here?
Damn, brother. That's crazy. That is crazy.
He stole my gloves before the
That's
restart.
crazy.
They're my
That's
gloves.
nuts.
They're my gloves.
Wowzers. Wowzers.
Did you let off that smoke-o?
That's crazy, my guy.
Did you let off that smoke?
Let's go.
Welcome back, less than 3.
Yes, that was me.
Oh.
Are you the running man's? I'm literally watching you, bro. What the fuck?
Well, you probably best stop doing that then, because you'll get banned. No, it's no drama, right? But just stop watching the stream so you can play the game. Otherwise, you'll get in bother, okay? Please.
Yeah, I didn't know that. What the fuck?
That's
I didn't
okay.
even know you
I'm
were
telling you
server.
because you seem like a nice enough guy. There's absolutely no drama, but just dip out of the stream before you get in bother. It's almost like he knew I'd be here because he was watching the stream. But it's all good. Like, hopefully he leaves and the admins will sort it out. I think we'll probably go for a new spawn though, just to move us somewhere other than here. It was fairly innocent enough. Like, anyone that's blurting that out clearly isn't fully aware of what the rules are, so there's no need for any drama. Aha! There's my respawn friend. Blaine, thank you for the bits. Cheers for the... sorry guys, that was bits. I didn't say bits! Akiaski, welcome back. Thank you. I only had a day off. God, I was busy. Cheers, Tragic. Thank you, Grumpy Old Taters and CB. Cheers for the bits. Thank you very much, Just Beat Me, for the super chat and podcast ideas as well. I definitely need those. Oh no, this is the same spawn. Fuck me dead. Right, I'm going to have to go for a different spawn. There's no point suiciding because you're too near to someone that's watching the stream only to get the same spawn. CB, cheers for gifting Hank the sub. Thank you very much. I was busy. Oh, do you know what? I embarked on something I severely regretted. I was meant to be going around my mum's for... We were having like a roast, like a Sunday roast, but on a Saturday. So call it a Saturday roast if you want. We were having like a roast. It was really good in the end, roast lamb. But I was meant to be getting round there for about 12:15. And about 10:30, I decided I needed to mow my lawn. The back garden. The freshly laid... Well, it's about 5-week-old sod / turf, depending on where you live. And I set about mowing it. And then I realised that I absolutely needed a strimmer. And then, because of the time of year, I had to go to 3 different garden centres, none of which had strimmers, before I ended up in a B&M somewhere, only to buy a strimmer for £15, brand new, that was worth... Well, it had a £49 sticker on it, but they were flogging it off to make space for Christmas stuff or something, I don't know. So I got a strimmer for £15. I had to buy a rake as well, like a lawn rake, to get the grass up. And then I mowed the fucker. And the grass was much wetter than I realised. And I got all green stuff, all green grass fucking dye all over my new patio slabs. I was distraught. It took me fucking ages anyway. I started at 10:15 and I didn't get round my mum's until 1:30. So our roast was a little bit delayed.
Cook your potato. TRMZ live.
But anyway, I got it done. Then after lunch, I went back round to my house and promptly started scrubbing my patio slabs with a weak detergent and water mix to try and get the like. There's nothing quite so annoying as it's a bit like developing DayZ. You know, you do a job and then you just create another job. I was most disheartened when I gazed upon my freshly laid lawn to see that the patio had actually dyed itself green. Oh god, it was shit. So I was like bending down, scrubbing it with a fucking brush with. Oh god, I did not like that. First time cutting the back lawn, yeah, the back garden, yeah, because it's obviously freshly laid. It's a bit bouncy at the moment because it's turf that's only been down 4 or 5 weeks. But it needed mowing, so I had to get on it. But it feels a bit bouncy. Yeah, it's not really settled in much. Probably need a roller, really, would be good if I had a roller. I don't have a roller. Anyway, I got it done. And I had a bit of a stab at trying to clean it. Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hello.
You want to drive that car?
Yeah, it needs a battery and a sparkler.
Yes, it's right. My friend found that stuff.
Oh, yeah? Where's your friend?
He's still in Chernarus.
Oh, well, that's a long way from here.
Yes.
Fucker's got the vest. I haven't got a vest. He's got a vest, but I have none. It's Dracula. I don't think he sounded like Dracula. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it took me ages. So I got back up. I was all full of food. I got back and then had to scrub the floor whilst like having roast lamb literally trying to wheedle its way out of my esophagus because there was too much food in there. And then after that, I promptly went on a 2.25 hour walk and regretted all of it. It was horrible. I wanted to go a different way. I thought I'd work out how long it took me to walk to the next town over, which is like 2 miles, maybe 2.5 miles or something like that. I think it's more like 3 miles. In fact, I know it's 3 miles. Anyway, I decided to see how long it would take me to walk to the next town over. I thought to myself, oh, it'll be all right. It took me 46 minutes anyway. But I got there. I thought, well, I'll just get a taxi back now, shall I? And instead, I just went to a little shop and bought a can of cold coffee and a can of Lipton Peach iced tea and walked all the way home a different way via the countryside, thereby taking much more than 45 minutes. I made a big mistake. I bit off more than I could chew. The already mentioned lawn mowing and multiple trips to garden centres in the quest for something to sort your lawn out at a time of year where they stop selling them for some reason. Maybe because people aren't buying them. Ended up with me doing 22,000 steps yesterday. And last night was fun. I really like Lipton iced tea. Yeah, Maggie, my younger daughter, she really likes it, and she's got me on it. Time to get a pressure washer. I don't know if I trust myself with a pressure washer because I'll end up getting all of the grout or whatever it's called. The cement. It's not cement. But the bit that bit that's in between the slabs, I'll end up doing that and fucking it all up. I know me. I'll mess it up if I get a pressure washer. There was an apple tree. I don't think there was any apples at it though. There's apple tree there. There is a couple. There is another dude here, but no apples. See, no apples. Waste of time. You'll need one, trust me. No, I don't need a pressure washer. I don't need a pressure washer, it's fine. I never really got into Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. I know a few of the more well-known songs I've probably enjoyed in the pub over the years, but never really been my thing personally. Peach is the one for me. Peach Lipton iced tea. Iced tea and all that sugar on your health kick. I don't think it's that bad, dude. It was 64 calories for the entire bottle, I think. 500 ml. It wasn't that bad. There are no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavours and whatnot, and I don't think they're that bad calorie-wise. But worrying about drinking... I had an iced coffee that was double the calories of the... because it had milk in it. I had about 180 calories worth of drinks while I was out, but it's okay because I was walking for 2.25 hours, for fuck's sake. I don't think there's any danger of any worrying there. Get a drink at the well. I will in a minute. I'm just having a little look round. This has all been looted since the restart already. That fucking blows, doesn't it? Right. I'm gonna just turn my stone into a knife. I like cherries, but not for iced tea. I didn't know Lipton did a cherry iced tea, to be honest. But I like cherries for eating. You know, real cherries. I bought 2 boxes of cherries from Sainsbury's yesterday. I ate 1 box yesterday. 250 grams if anyone's going to start telling me off for the calories. I even checked it. 250 grams of cherries is about 125 calories, just so you know. Anyway, I had a box yesterday, and I've set upon eating the other box today. I had half with me lunch. I'm going to have half later. Melons are better, only if they're cantaloupe. Have you tried cooking your lamb in an air fryer? I prefer to cook my lamb in my mum's oven. When I say I prefer to cook it, I mean I prefer that she cooks it and then I turn up and eat it. I was good. She'd gone the full hog, the whole hog. She made a fruit salad for dessert, and she'd got cream especially, and I didn't have any cream. I did feel a little annoyed with myself because I wanted the cream, but I didn't. So I just had the fruit. Bowling is life. Thank you for the membership. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you very much. John Krasinski, thank you for gifting Billy the sub. I'm coming round to you, John, but I'm still a little bit annoyed about your wife and how she's not my wife. I think it would be a much nicer world if you were here streaming DayZ and I was married to Emily. I think that would be fairer. Hello. Holy shit, where'd you get that from? Thank you. As your buddy, are you waiting here all the time for your buddy then? You got to wait a long wait. You can't zombie.
Again?
Have you got to wait until your buddy gets here from Cherno then? You're going to be waiting ages, aren't you?
Yes, I will wait.
God.
He's made the way half.
Oh, that's good. Patience is a virtue I do not have.
I want the chicken.
Oh, I was just going to do that. All right, fair enough. Fucking bastard. Giving me a vest and then taking my chicken.
You have a knife?
Yeah. Yeah, if you drop that, I'll cut it up. Yoink!
We eat it together. Don't
No,
be like
I've
that.
got to go to Sagalisti. I've got a friend coming from Cherno.
I don't care. I gave you the best.
Yeah. And you gave me the chicken. Thank you.
Be the asshole.
Das Vidania.
Okay, let's do 1v1.
Let's do 1v1. No thanks, I'll lose.
Yes,
I'm bad at
this is a
1v1s.
fist fight.
No. I'm a pacifist. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I am very good at running just at the right time to not get hit.
Yes, I know.
You can't leave the car, dude. Someone else will take it.
No.
Someone's going to take the car. Your buddy's going to be most annoyed with you.
Slip that, your karma will kill you. Put this in your clip. Bye bye.
Love you, bye. I got another chicken. Cheers for the chicken, buddy. What karma? He dropped the chicken on the floor, and then I picked the chicken up. That the only karma is that he dropped it on the floor, and then I adopted the finders keepers, losers weepers. Possession is 9/10 of the law. That seems fine, doesn't it? Oh no, that's karma. Now I've got to try and carry that. Fuck me dead. I think there was no... why would karma get me for that? Like, he dropped the chicken that he no longer wanted and I picked it up. He's been nothing but kind as anyone could be. I'd say I was the same. I was kind.
Black_86 purchased 2 items for $53.63, including TRMZ Rocks Glass. Tactical Elegance meets Retro Cool.
Tactical Elegance meets Retro Cool.
Whiskey with my DayZ's partner.
You could also describe my my new Instagram account as Tactical Elegance meets Retro Cool. Make sure you follow Paul_OnlyManZ right now to nurse his e-peen. Or he'll get upset and have a tantrum. Black86, dude, thanks for buying the merch. The merch has been flying out the door, it has. It's been going crazy well. Thank you. Cheers for the support, Black86. John Krasinski, thanks again. Daiki, thank you very much. Cheers for the 24 months. At least you didn't kill him, that's bad karma. Exactly. I didn't kill him for many reasons. One, he was a nice guy and I actually didn't want to kill him. And two, if we'd had a fist fight, he probably would have won. Did you really say e-peen? Yes. It is a thing.
Happy Sunday. Hope all is well.
Thank you very much, XBL Burger. Cheers for the support. I'm going to check those couple of boats, then I'm going to swim over. I think I'm going to stop tonight by about 5 hours from now, just under. I quite fancy watching the US Open. I think that's on about 9 p.m. I'm not much of a tennis fan, really, but Sinner versus Alcaraz, it could be a classic. I might give it a watch. I'm no good at watching sports when I'm completely like not caring who wins, really. You know, like if I'm properly like not got a side to root for. So I'll be picking Alcaraz and rooting for him. Nice, extra slots.
Extra slots.
Right, can I wash my hands before we go? I heard Instagram gives you cooties. I don't know about that. $356 followers. Come on. That's not too bad.
Have no crime. My daughter Isla says hi and keep on running. Smiley face emoji.
What map/server on Chernarus has the quest bunker? I don't really want to talk about it now, Superman, because I'm in that server. But if you were a smart guy and went back through some of my videos, I'm sure you could probably get the answer really easily. Still waiting for feet pic. Well, there's a picture with my feet in it. LUFC Tommy, thank you very much for the support. Don Alonso, thank you for the 30 months. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. It's on about tennis. Is it? Well, the ladies' final started at 9 yesterday, didn't it? UK time. What time is the US Open final tonight? UK. Well, probably not. I'm probably not going to be able to see some of it now. That said 7 PM. What's my Insta name? Exclamation Insta. I'll bring you a link, dude. There you go. Pinkster's already done it. Paul_OnlyManZ. Convince my friend DayZ is fun. It doesn't work that way, Rups.
Will to purchase TRMZ Rocks Glass. Practical elegance meets retro cool for 123 kronas and 47 won.
All
it's
the
time to
krona.
start drinking.
Thank you very much, Bjork. Cheers. I loved that song you did
Someone
that time.
purchased TRMZ FW91
Human
for
Behaviour, that was pretty
28
good.
pounds and 69 pence.
Thank you very much, someone as well. Cheers. I like that song that you did, but I don't know which one it was. Hello, how many people on the map? Many. ZX81. I have done a follow on Instagram. Very cool, thank you. I'll try to post here and there. Like I've obviously posted twice this morning, but I've had it set up a couple of days and just thought I'd launch it today. But it's mainly setting up now so I can get a few people to follow it, so that when I go to TwitchCon, I'm not just tweeting about TwitchCon to nobody. And yes, I did just call it tweeting because I'm really fully versed in all the Instagram lingo. Tennis. Oh my god. When you go to TwitchCon, do you have a layover? Nope, straight there. London straight through to San Diego. 11 hours and a bit flight. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I really love a plane ride. I'm afraid of heights. I can't sleep on the plane. I can't wait to get there and be the cranky man. I'm going to be like some spoilt brat. Why's my hotel room not ready? Where's my massage? I requested only blue M&Ms. Where's my assistant? What about my rider? No, that's not right. Paul, you should verify your Instagram account. You have to pay to do that, Cheese. Do I need to verify on Instagram? What for? Yeah, I think you have to pay. It's like $11.99 a month or something. What's the point of paying for the same thing that you can have for nothing?
Afternoon, Paul. Does having the Powered by PC specialist not put you as a disadvantage as you can't see things in the top right-hand corner?
I think it's unlikely to, even if I could see it. But obviously that's an OBS overlay, so I don't see it, so it's all good. But the chances of there being a dude like, oh, by that tree, that's possible. But it's very rare that top corner there does anything while you're actually in the game. So no, I think it's fine. It's no drama. But obviously, when I'm playing in game, I don't see the overlay or the alerts come up on the screen. On my game screen, the alert that comes up in the top left, that doesn't come up either. Ricky, I think that can happen anyway, whether they have a tick or otherwise. If I have a tick or not, that doesn't stop somebody trying to do that. I'm going to try and see San Francisco. I doubt I'll have the time, Enki. I get there on the Thursday, and I fly back. My flight back is on the Tuesday. And the only day where TwitchCon isn't on is the Monday, so I've got effectively Monday free. I'll probably just have a look around San Diego, you know. Pinkster won't be accepting follow requests, just as an FYI. She's getting inundated with follow requests. Yeah, fair enough. Once on the airplane, a bottle of Captain Morgan Spice rum, no fear of heights. That seems like a good solution. I think I've got access to the standy uppy bar on the plane with my premium economy. Ever been to Austria? I have not. No. I'm guessing there'll be no pictures of you on your Insta. There might be when I go to Instagram, Jay. Like I say, that's kind of what... There won't be straight away, but there may be when I go to TwitchCon. Depends who I meet, you know. There might not be hundreds, but there might be a couple. What's the pop? It's massive, Ragged Flag. Massive! But I am on Scalisti right now, so it might as well be none. Massive, Ragged. Massive. I don't want to give an answer because it tells people what server I'm on, dude. Sorry, but it's massive. It's 59. San Diego and San Francisco are not close to each other. Well, they're both on the west coast, I guess, but it's not something I can do in a day, is it? No. Am I flying British Airways by any chance? I am, yeah. I used my points. Flight Avios points, or whatever they're called.
Half a year and counting. Keep on running. Can't wait to see the OnlyManZ launch. TRMZ lurk, TRMZ left, TRMZ left.
Wolf, thank you for the 6 months. Wilkins, thank you very much too. Is there no TwitchCon in the UK? No, they have a European TwitchCon, which is normal. Well, the last couple of years has been in Amsterdam, but they have a European one. They don't have a UK one.
What's this about an Instagram? All sounds a bit newfangled to me.
It is a bit newfangled, Milan. Hope you're good, dude. It is a bit newfangled. Apparently, it's a thirst trap. I'm fairly new. Do you have a set schedule? It's a little bit flexible, Nick. I normally stream Sunday to Thursday, but sometimes I stream Monday to Friday. So I normally stream 5 days a week, either Sunday to Thursday or Monday to Friday. Normally start just after lunch UK time, 1 to 2 o'clock-ish, roughly. There's a few gaming events in the UK. There's EGX, which is quite a popular one, which sometimes they hold in Birmingham and sometimes they hold in London. Maybe they do both, I don't know. But there's a few gaming events, but the Twitch one. I want to go to TwitchCon in America because it's the main one, you know. Ultimoid, dude, thank you for the 75 months. Cheers for the support, thank you. It's quite handily timed. It's a good job I found two chickens, really, isn't it? It would be great to be able to go to the Redwoods, but because I'm going on my own,
$19.76.
I'm
You're
not
the only streamer I find worth in supporting. Thank you for your streams.
Thank you. Cheers for the
Keep
support,
on running,
man.
Paul.
I really appreciate it. Cheers for the support. Thank you for the kind words as well. Hope you're good. Thank you. Yeah, because I'm going across on my own. Obviously, I'm not going to be on my own when I'm there. There'll be lots of people there, right? But I don't really want to go and have a wander around the Redwoods on my own. I would be fine. You're only walking around a forest, but I think I'll save it until I've got someone to go with, which it could be a while. You feel the same way? Yeah, it's just, I don't know, things like that. Maybe it's depending on the person, but for me, I'm I'm not... What's going on there? I'm not much good at going on these kind of exploratory trips and doing it on my own. I'd rather share it with someone. Mainly because if I've got a girlfriend and I'm walking around giant redwoods, I can make a load of double entendres whilst cooking up this idea that I'm definitely on a promise later. It sounds perfect to me. Oh, do you like big wood, baby? I wouldn't really do that. God, that's a lot of wood, isn't it? You'll see some wood tonight, baby. And such like, you know, like really romantic things. Probably the sort of thing you should do on a first holiday with someone, I'd say. Yeah, you don't think it's a good idea, Pinkstone? Maybe not. I did say this the other day, but I do worry that the amount of nonsense that I come out with on stream is going to affect my ability to rein it in. We're talking a long way down the line right now, but if I were to go on a date, I do fear that I'll just start talking like I do on stream. Massively play down the size of my tiny, tiny little fucking penis. And start saying all sorts of weird stuff in that creepy lechy voice. Oh, you look good, darling. I like your top. Definitely, I think is going to be a problem. I'm surprised the ladies aren't lining up for that. I know! It'll be fine in America, though, because I'll have the English accent, right? It'll be fine, you know? Just like that lad on Love Actually. It'll be great. I'll get off the plane. I'll say 3 words in English, and I'll leave the airport like Leonardo DiCaprio with an air hostess on each arm. It'll be a magical experience for everyone involved. Those words will probably... Where's my fucking suitcase? I don't have socials except for YouTube. So much wasted time. Well, if it works for you, Kippy. They can be good, they can be positive, and they can be negative. It depends how you use them, I think. Hi, Man Bear Pig. Cheers for coming in. Hope you're good. Happy, thank you for the 10 months. Ooh. Got a terrible bag. Oh, what the shit? Don't punch a wall, Paul. I knew that would happen. I wouldn't be able to loot the fucker. I bet that's got loot on it. It hasn't got loot on it, thank God. We nearly got robbed by the old man. Hit the water pump at the bottom of the little village on the island. Clap. Stop trying to show off that you know where the well is, okay? All in good time, money me. Movie trivia. What was James Bond's drink of choice? My God. He liked a Negroni. He liked Serge's espresso with a little lemon twist. He liked an Aston Martin, shaken not stirred.
Hey.
Nuki Brown, yeah, like I could see. How cool would it be if you had like a Hale and Pace version of James Bond for the next one? Icky thump. I'll have a brown balls. You alright, love? Ariana, I don't understand what you mean. Twitter is a place of serene serenity, all sweetness and light. It's basically like one great big loving. Velvet Monkey, thank you for the 82 months. Cheers for the support, Monkey. Hope you're good. Thank you. Underpaid Nick, thank you again. The champagne of beers in America, Bud Ice. Blech. I'm sure everyone else, like me, is really excited to see whether James Bond will wear a different watch when the franchise reboots. Or will Omega pay through the nose to have Bond... of course it'll be Omega again. But yeah, won't it be exciting to see what watch he wears in the first film, you know? I'm sure everyone else is just as excited as I.
Rocks Glass. Tactical elegance meets retro cool for £14 and 35 pence.
Why is it when that's in pounds it seems too cheap? All the other ones, it sounded like they were buying a premium quality glass, and no mistake. But in pounds, it seems like we're selling them too cheap. Dude, thank you for buying the merch. Hope you have a good day. Enjoy the whiskey.
Speaking of lost baggage, I had to wait a day in Poland, which I was supposed to leave on a bus the same night, because British Airways left my suitcase behind. Atone for your people.
They're not my people. Is British Airways still British owned? Probably isn't, is it? No company is British. Hardly any company's British owned. I think even I'm not owned by British people. What's my favourite whiskey? Boona Haven 18 is my favourite of the ones I've tried. And in second and third place, but not really sure on the order, is any of the Redbreasts and then Yellow Spot from Middleton. Ariana, yeah, that is definitely the case. Like, you can't. It's just part of Twitter, though. But if you, whatever you post, someone's going to like. But everyone gets it, you know. I follow a dude on Instagram called Par Dwyer, who takes the mick out of other people that do it. So, like, you see like scrawny men criticising Olympic gold medal female powerlifters for the way that they're squatting and stuff, you know, like. And he does this thing where he calls them C words, right? And it's a bit abrasive, but I quite enjoy it. But like the kind of people that are writing, going, your form is terrible. You could get so much more benefit if you do this. And then he shows a picture of them, and they've got like little fucking sparrow's arms, criticising someone that's an Olympic gold medalist. You know, like that is the internet, isn't it? That's the internet entirely. Somebody knows better. Now, I'm not saying that you're the Olympic gold medalist of bacon sandwich making, but the point is that it doesn't matter if you've got a gold medal for powerlifting and you're the champion in your weight category. Somebody else on Instagram is still going to feel more qualified than you. Bond should wear a Bremont. I actually disagree, Esval. I think Bremont are kind of shite. They're way too expensive, and they're kind of ruining themselves, I think. It would be great if they wore a British brand. I agree with that. I feel like he should wear Christopher Ward and then maybe a Roger Smith in the evening. Vanilla or modded? This area here isn't in the official version of the game. So, hopefully that answers your question. So they're kind of still British then, are they, Gorf? I don't know. Maybe. Kind of partially. Alright, there we go. Maybe I should take that in case we can find a hook. NVG Googles. I definitely could do with a spare knife. Was hoping we'd find a blaze here. Or some bullets or some shit. Where were you on this well though, dude? Well, you should go to the well down by the village. What about the well that's here that doesn't exist normally? Speaking of Bond, I'm curious about the new First Light 007 game. I'm not so curious. I'm sure that won't stagger very many people. Denis Villeneuve is directing the first James Bond, and it's being written by the dude that writes Peaky Blinders and that boxing show, Stephen Knight. So written by Stephen Knight, directed by Denis Villeneuve, starring probably that guy that's going to be James Bond. Maybe a Bamford London watch. Bamford don't really make watches though, do they? I like what they do. I like the dude that runs Bamford. I've seen a bit of him on that podcast he used to do with Adrian Barker and the other guy from Time and Tide. But Bamford mostly take watches and then Bamfordize them. Like they give them a special look. Jim Jams, thank you for the 14 months. Cheers for the support, dude. Shabazz, thank you very much. Cheers for the bits. Sorry about your baggage. It's weird that you had your baggage delayed because of British Airways. Meanwhile, I've flown countless times on EasyJet and Ryanair, and it's always been A1.
Love the content. Keep up the good work.
I think Paul needs to learn about democracy. What the fuck does that mean, Jamie? I'd love to know what that's in relation to. No politics, by the way. So, but I'm still interested in what way you need to learn. I need to learn about that. Just trying to work what? Because my thoughts on Bamford watches, or 461 followers on my Instagram account, guys. We could push that. We could push that to 1,000. I'm sure we could. I'm referring to Helldivers. Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't know shit about Helldivers. Are we boating mans? Doesn't look like it. I was hoping to be a blaze having mans, but that's seeming unlikely as well. You were follower 461, were you, Gio? Ooh. I see Banner's ego. You just Google British watches to join in. Fair enough. I think the effort is appreciated. I never got that shitty backpack, did I? Look, do you see the forward planning? I was like, what if we get a hook on the hat? And now we've gone better than a hook on the hat. We've got a jig on the hat. Oh my god. Creamy knickers delicious. Look at that. I'll take 3 Macarella, please. I don't know if we should tell the devs about this or not, but these reeds would not survive in seawater. They look like bulrushes to me, but I don't believe you would get these in the ocean. Don't let anybody know, otherwise there'll be a whole host of people like enraged on the internet going, I don't believe you'll find that those rushes can actually live in seawater. The game is broken. Like this feels like we should be fishing the margins for carp or something in a lake with this flora. I know all about it because I went to the Eden Project once. Whichever dev made the mistake should be fired. Exactly. How do you know this is the sea and this? Well, I'm catching mackerel in it, Nulan, which was my first clue, and also because I can't fill it up with water and drink it because it's salty water, and it's clearly the ocean. Could be brackish. If it were brackish waters, it would be in an estuary or something up a river. This is the world's biggest estuary. It might be the Atlantic or something. 129 is not released to stable yet, no. Hey, Macarella. Aye. Oh, there we go. We got 3. They're beautiful, beautiful bastards, those. When does a sea become an ocean? I don't know. In parts of the Nile, you can't tell. I don't think we're in the Nile. Nobody say anything about being in denial, for fuck's sake. Someone's typing it right now. Why did you say clean my hands? Because I did clean my hands, but I've still got to cut up 2 more fish. What the fuck? Why? What? Yeah, I'm going to wash my hands between each fish cut. What an idiot. I mean me here, by the way, not the dude that said clean your hands. Cheers from Vegas. Robert, dude. 000 and 21. They were my favourites. Don't gamble, it'll kill you. Podo, that's what I do when I cook a steak. Yeah, I salt and pepper one side, and then I put a little bit of olive oil on, but then I rub the olive oil in. So I turn the steak over to the other side, and then I have to wash my hands a little bit, and then I salt and pepper and put a little bit of olive oil on, and then I rub it in, and I have to wash my hands again. Have you seen that video of the woman that puts on lip gloss after each bite she takes of her food? Holy fuck, that seems excessive. I think I would be inclined to just snaffle it really, really quickly and then put lip gloss on at the end, but I guess she's very keen to stay on top of her glowing lips. I don't think we have any walleyes or muskies round these parts, dude. Nobody's been here since the restart. Where's my fucking blaze? Where's my blaze? Where's what I want? Oh, we might take that maybe if we do the quest later. We might want that. Oh, let's take that one instead. It's better. It is very odd. Random Ninjetti, thank you for the 3 months. Jim Jams, thank you again. Cheers for the support. Raphael and Demon, thank you for the follows on YouTube. Don't forget, guys, that I've created an Instagram that you can follow as well. I won't plug it very much, just from now until forever. I'm probably going to plug it a little bit on the run up to TwitchCon, because I intend to use it when I go to TwitchCon, with the main aim of getting a selfie with me and, I don't know, someone famous. I'm going to try and get a selfie with me and someone famous at TwitchCon and then share it on there. It'll be amazing. I don't know who it will be. Someone famous. Probably me with Dan Clancy in a headlock. He's the CEO of Twitch, just so you know. What an utter load of shite. I think red is better than yellow. In the grand scheme of camo, neither are good. At least red is good at night time, though. Red is very good camo at night. That's why you have the red headlight. Redline? Fucking Redline famous. No. Can you not say... You can say things like that now, because he's on holiday at the moment. Vacation, sorry. He's on vacation. However, when he gets back, can you all stop fucking inflating his ego? It's high enough as it is. Like movie famous or streamer famous? I don't know. I'd seriously doubt there's any movie famous people going to TwitchCon.
Looking forward to the OnlyManZ account next.
It'll be great though. I'll get a picture of me next to somebody, like some streamer that people know, and you'll see like this this fresh-faced streamer standing next to some pink-faced pig of a DayZ streamer, namely me. I'm still shaking the fucking rosacea. It's nearly gone. But I'm not sure how much more food types I'm going to have to give up to get the rosacea to completely go. My cheeks are a lot less pink than they were, but I've given up alcohol. I've given up spicy foods. Maybe it's masturbation or something. What else can it be? How much more can I give up? I don't know. Like, how many more things do I have to give up before I look less pink? Sorry, Ariana. I was just trying to think of things that I can't really afford to give up right now, you know? I've already given up the alcohol and the spicy foods. There's there's not a lot left in my life, you know? In all seriousness, have you been to the doctors about it? Yes, I had a Google, dude. Will I take a picture at a mirror? No, absolutely not. Why spicy foods? Because it affects my rosacea. So I gave up alcohol and it improved, but it didn't go away. And I had a bit of a Google as to what causes rosacea, and spicy foods is one of the most common things. So I cut it out, and it massively improved immediately. So it clearly affects me. Give up the sun. Well, I wear a baseball cap when I go out on the walk. I'll be giving up the sun soon on account of the fact that whilst it was quite sunny this morning, I think the summer's pretty much done now, isn't it? At least I've already done Prague, so I don't have to look you in the face. No, let's not get too hasty. There might be another one next year. You never know. I don't understand what the issue is, though. Like, what's the issue? Like, all men do it. Have I died today? Yeah, right at the start. Can I please leave the Yankees hat at home? I'm going to buy another one and bring two. Can I please leave? I probably won't be bringing a baseball cap, but now you've said that, I might just bring it to spite you. I've got to cook the mackerella.
What better way to celebrate 61 months after a 20-mile road running race on a Sunday? Ironic it's with TheRunningManZ.
Mitchie, GG, fair play. A 20-mile road running race. Dude, that's a flex, that is. Mitchie, GG, I think I could do the walk. I could walk 20 miles, but if I ran 20 miles, I think it would probably kill my rosacea because my cheeks would be rotting into my into my lifeless body. Barmy, thank you very much for the support. I'll read it in a sec because I've missed gifted membering. Dollar Brandon, thank you for the gifted memberships, dude. Really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Where's the zombie over here? Cheers, Dollar. Paradigm Dream, thank you for the 3 months. Wearing watches for extended periods has been shown that the aluminium and stainless steel can absorb into the blood and cause rosacea. No way, that's bollocks. I ain't having that, Barmy. Stop trying to make me give up the watch. Mind you, you said aluminium and steel. That's fine. I'll just have to get gold and platinum. You're right. I'll just get precious metal ones. I've had to give them up because of the rosacea. I'm not showing off with my gold roll eye. I had to do it because Barmy says I'm not allowed to wear steel or aluminum. I'd walk 500 miles. And would you walk 500 more? Get a Bills hat, yeah. What? Shouldn't I get a San Diego hat if I'm going to San Diego? Isn't that what you do? Get a San Diego hat. What's the name of their team? Are they the Chargers? Did I just make that up, or are they actually the Chargers? Who are the Chargers? Where are they at? I can't remember. The 49ers, yeah, it's the San Diego 49ers. That's correct, yes, thank you. The Chargers used to be in San Diego. Well, I was close. How often do you sweat? Sweat, I presume. Do you sweat if you run 100 meter sprint? Dude, I haven't run a 100 meter sprint since I left school. How often do I sweat? Probably every day. But not profusely. I can't say I've ever stock taken how much I sweat, to be honest. Maybe I could start like collecting it and selling it on eBay or something. Streamer sweat. I'm sure people would be interested in that. Sounds like you would be. Sorry, that's disgusting.
First time Prime sub user here. Are you a Japanese whiskey fan?
No.
If so, what would you recommend for £50? Cheers for the laughs, mate.
Honestly, I'm not. It's not that I'm not a Japanese whiskey fan. It's that I live near Scotland and Ireland, and it's cheaper to buy Scottish and Irish whiskey. Sorry, that was Sean Connery in me coming out. It's cheaper to buy Scottish whiskey and Irish whiskey than it is to buy Japanese because it's come from Japan. So I don't normally mess with it. Suntory is probably like there's if you're going to go to a supermarket and try to get a Japanese whiskey, there's probably only one or two choices that are below 50 quid, to be honest. It's a bit more money. I'd just stick to Scotch if I were you. £50, what can you get for... I'd get Green Spot. Just get Green Spot. It's Irish and it's amazing. Don't muck around with that Japanese muck. By the way, Japanese whiskey's amazing, but at £50 I think you're better off putting your money in Scotch or Irish. Red wine before sleeping will cure it in 1 month. I'm not convinced. Qualweds, thank you for the 8 months. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you very much. Yeah, Green Spot is great. You could get it... It's about £40 in Tesco's, I believe, so you can probably get it cheaper than that on the internet. I can get a San Diego Padres hat. I presume that's baseball. I don't wear baseball hats. I don't wear baseball hats at all because I don't like baseball. I don't wear any baseball hats, not one. The fact that I've got multiple New York Yankee hats is neither here nor there because they're not baseball hats, they're New York hats and everybody knows it. New York. Glenfiddich 25? No, I don't know about that. I certainly won't. You wouldn't get that for £50. Oh, maybe you get two. Hype it up, dude. Blame, thank you for the support, man. Have we got to 500 follows on Instagram or not? That is the question. Have we got there? 524 follows on Instagram. I'm gonna be what's the word? Influencer. You wait. It's going to be amazing. This time next year, I'll be doing unboxings on Instagram. Guys, I've got this posing pouch. Look at it. It's got this. This is amazing. Look, it's red velvet.
TRMZ left. TRMZ left.
Yeah, loads of people wear Yankees hats in Europe, Mikey. They're really popular, and it's absolutely nothing to do with baseball. Ish was really surprised. Because if you wear a New York Yankees hat in America land, it's because you like the Yankees. Whereas if you wear a New York Yankees hat in the UK, it's because you like the logo or you like New York. But it's nothing to do with baseball at all. If you walked up to like 10 people in the street and said, what was the result of the last Yankees game? None of them would give you the answer. I fully expect that not 1 out of 10 would give you the exact answer, including me. Nobody likes New York. Well, dude, it has some allure. Sinatra used to sing all about it and everything. I've got a jersey, Chronic. I've got one of those baseball jerseys that they have with the stripes down it and the New York logo, obviously, and then the button thing. I've got a proper baseball jersey. It was like $120 or something. It was quite expensive. That would have been in about 2019. No, earlier than that. 2018, 17 maybe. If you had to choose between soccer and baseball, I would choose the gun. Interesting choice.
I can't believe my luck. I'm watching your stream from 30,000 feet up in the air. Sitting in business class, with a glass of wine. Keep up the good work, Paul.
You show-off bastard. Business class, glass of wine. I hope you're in business class on someone else's dime. I'm sure you are, right?
In New York, no
Very nice,
in baseball.
Enjoy the wine. Ask for a scotch as well. Why not? Just have a little scotch. It'll be lovely. Little scotchy scotch. Right, you go there. You go there. I went to Ghillie Island and all I did was catch fish and get hunting knives. Why are blazes so hard to find these days, you know? What an absolute shitter. Gilo, hope you're going somewhere cool. Aaron, thank you for the 25 months. Soldier 5, thank you for the 30 months. Vala, the one that's real is the one that's being linked in the YouTube. It's Paul_OnlyManZ. There's only 2 posts on it. One is of some flowers when I went to... yeah, because I'm going to post flowers. That's the content people want, right? It's just a few pictures I took when I went to the Eden Project while I was on holiday the other week. And then the other picture is of my incredibly sexy and not at all pale legs, despite what some people say. They do look paler than they are, though. If I had my socks down a little bit, you'd see a massive great tan line on my foot. Honest you would. So there's only 2 posts, one of flowers and one of my legs. Exciting stuff, you know. That's the kind of content that'll keep them coming. Do I hunt in real life? Yes. I hunt for crazy watch bargains. I'd rather see flowers than those legs. There's nothing wrong with those legs. I'll have you know that the mums of San Diego will be swooning when I get there. Well, what? This is the worst trip to Ghillie I've ever had. If you type exclamation Insta Unreal, it'll take you there. Exclamation Insta, it gives you a link. Am I excited for the Bills game? It's on DAZN, actually. It's possible I might try and watch a bit. I can't remember what time it is. I'm actually more excited to try and watch the American Open final tennis. I think it'll be a good match. Alcaraz versus Cinnamon. James, if you don't have Insta, I wouldn't bother creating an account. Just don't create an account on my account because it won't be that tantalizing, you know. Like, it's going to be something I'll try to utilize. I'll try and post a few times a week, and then ideally it's more for like when I go to TwitchCon in 6 weeks, or maybe if there's another one like if there's another event like the Prague trip that was in June. If there's another one next year, I'll take a few pictures. I could post them on Twitter, to be fair, but I just thought I'd create an Insta and start using it, you know. Might as well. What with the glare on my legs thing? My legs were perfectly fine. I should have maybe changed the angle and like tends to my calves so it looked like I had muscles or something. But not about that kind of life, I'm afraid. Oh, what a waste of time this was. We've swam all that. I did get three weapon cleaning kits. Unfortunately, I don't have any weapons. Have I ever tried padel? No. Paddleball. I've never tried it, no. I played tennis a bit when I was a lad. Will I be signing autographs at TwitchCon? I tell you what, right, hang on a minute. Let me just answer a question for you, right? Somebody the other day said, are you going to Norcon? Norcon, which is Norwich Comic-Con, right? Norcon. Let me show you, like, who's going to Norwich Comic-Con, right? Hang on. Now, I'm not trying to say that these people aren't famous. Let me just see. Photo shoot tickets. Let's see how many of these people know. Information? Where's the thing that tells you who's going? You asked if I'd be signing autographs. Honestly, I don't know is the quick answer, just to give you an answer while I'm... Previous guests. We don't want to know about previous guests. I want to know who's going this year. I found it the other day. What's on at Norcon? Okay. Ah, there we go. That's the one. TV and film guests. Are you ready for this? Paul McGann is going to be on there. Anita Dobson. Duncan Pugh, who plays somebody in that. Josh Herdman, who plays one of the guys that's in Harry Potter for about 3 seconds. Mike Quinn, who's in Star Wars, but he's got a great big face on. Simon Williamson, who plays that blue thing that looks like an elephant in Star Wars. Terry Malloy, who plays some bad guy. Anyway, all of these people, and they all charge £20 an autograph. All of them. If you want to stand up and queue to have an autograph by a guy that dresses in blue and plays a musical instrument in Star Wars and doesn't speak a single thing, £20 for an autograph. I don't know who Terry Malloy is. Sophia Miles, she was in Thunderbirds. Anyway, £20 a fucking autograph. I'm going to get back in touch with the lad I gave an autograph to in 2016 and ask for my money. Yeah, Anita Dobson is the one I'm familiar with the most. Anita Dobson used to play... was she Ange? She was Dirty Den's wife in EastEnders, right? And she was in it for years, and she had a lot of major plot lines and stuff. So I know who she is, but I'm not sure why she's at Norwich Comic-Con. Maybe she's been a lot of sci-fi stuff I'm unaware of. She was in the most popular, like, soap melodrama sitcom type thing in the 80s. Maybe she's been in some other stuff. David Anthony Ozo. I don't know if you got clickbaited. I think that kind of amount is a high player pop, yes. But welcome to YouTube, dude, where YouTubers try to get views for their channel. Yeah, if you're only here because there must be 150 players in the server, then go, I guess. I have to come up with the title for the stream every day, though, right? Where was I just looting? That was Skilisti Island, which can be a really good place to loot, but not today. Anita Dobson was in Doctor Who. Ah, okay, that makes sense then, I guess. And I'm sure Norcon, I'm sure Norcon is a great thing. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't fancy being the 10th in line to pay £20 to get the guy that was not one of the ones that you know in Harry Potter to sign something. No, man, I'm not here for that. Well, you weren't clickbaited then. That's okay, isn't it? If you're not here because of the clickbait title, then you weren't clickbaited. Hey! It's all good, by the way, dude. Pulled pork sandwiches with or without coleslaw. I like pulled pork without the sandwich personally, but I guess if I'm gonna go pulled pork, I'd like it in a roll, in like a bread roll. I'd like it to be more like it would be if it was in a Sunday roast. So I'd go pulled pork. I'd want pulled pork. I'd want a little bit of stuffing, which is sage and onion stuffing, right? I'd want a little bit of applesauce, and I'd want a couple of bits of pork scratching, like a little couple of bits of the crispy skin, like all crisped up, and just put that in. That's what I'd want. No coleslaw for me, thank you. I just had just what I just described. In fact, the nicest sandwich I ever had was exactly that. It was a baguette from a train station. Like, train station sandwich was the best sandwich I've ever had, which is somewhat weird, really, but it was absolutely amazing. When it says massive pop, where does one differentiate? It's all in the hips, dude. What was Bond's first gun? Well, when he was a kid, he used to point his finger and go, pew, pew. How did you feel about the awe-inspiring domination of the mighty mountainous superpower of the Andorran international football team? I didn't actually watch the game. I listened to the commentary while I was on my walk. I went out and missed pretty much the entire game. I set off on my walk at 4:24 and I got back when the game was nearly over. So I was out for about two and a half hours roughly, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I completely missed the game. I'm kind of glad I did. What do I think? It's qualifying. They're always the same. Like, the other team have absolutely no interest in trying to score goals. They're just trying to stop you score yourself. England missing a lot of players. How bad? Like, before the last World Cup, England seemed to have such amazing players, right? And I know that people were injured. Like, there was no Cole Palmer, there was no Jude Bellingham, and others as well, right? But if you look at England's starting 11, it looks so shit. England on paper look terrible at the moment. By all account, the Notts Forest midfielder had a pretty good game. I'm not understanding how Rashford is in the starting 11. I don't know what the fuck Thomas Tuchel's been smoking. Like, how the fuck is Rashford in the team, like as in the starting 11 and the squad? There's been some rumblings that Barcelona want to send him back to Man United. Meanwhile, Thomas Tuchel's fucking picking him to start. Like, what the fuck? I think Thomas Tuchel's not going to last. I know he's only got a short contract anyway, but I'm not convinced at all. Darren, because he says it's him. But you're right, though. It could literally be anyone. You don't even know. And I really, don't get me wrong, I want Rashford to become the player he looked like he would be. I don't dislike Marcus Rashford. I'd like him to be successful. I'd like him to be, like, it's a bit late now. He's like 27, but I'd like him to turn into the world-class player that he looked like he was going to be. But I think he hasn't done, and I don't think he will do. And he has no business starting for England. I don't understand. Yeah, Notts Forest, Bone. I know it. I know it upsets a lot of people. Notts Forest, yeah. as opposed to Notts County. Sorry, I used to live near Leicester, so forgive me for not really giving a shit. Yeah, I don't know why Jordan Henderson's in the squad either, to be honest. I don't know. I like Jordan Henderson. I think he's had his time though, and I don't buy this. He's good for the squad. He's a leader, and like bollocks. If he's not playing, he's just taking up a spot from somebody that could play. Right. Well, at least we've got lots of food to eat. And absolutely no guns. Maybe we should do that castle. I'm going to go to the castle. Tuchel's going to stay until the World Cup, Sir Jimmy. I think his contract is until the World Cup, and I think whether he wins or he doesn't, let's face it, he won't. But he's just going to leave after the World Cup. He's only took it as a short-term thing, I think. Disco Man, thank you for the 37 months. Bullet Tooth Tony, thank you for the 6 months. Why are they calling Bullet Tooth Tony? Well, got his bullets, have he? Let's go to the castle. I'm getting a bit waylaid. $621 followers. Woohoo! Guys, come on, we can make it to 1,000 Instagram follows. Just what we need. I'm really regretting the whole Massive Pop server title. It's become somewhat tedious, hasn't it? Where's the castle gone? It's more over to the left here. I'm going a bit wrong. Alright, let's just keep going this way. Just check up here. There's a hunting stand. The castle never has anything anyway. The castle's over there. There is a feed shack over this little way. Just a touch I could check. Where's me hunting stand? It's over there. When is the next Namal stream? Never! I shall never surrender. I don't know. Namalski's a bit broken in my opinion at the moment, and it kind of irks me. I'm really probably a bit unfair here, but I feel like Namalski's intentionally broken to make Sakal more appealing. If I'm honest, the plus symbol stuff on Namalski is just ridiculous. When I feel like the frost resistance was massively nerfed. And now, how long the plus symbol has been nerfed, and it feels like that's to make Sakal look more appealing. If I'm honest, I might be wrong, but the mouse, as it is on a non-modded server, like as per the vision of Sumrak, it's a bit broken. Everyone's idea of massive is different. For example, my wife and I disagree on what massive is entirely. Yeah. And I will play Namalsk again. I actually have thought about it a few times lately. I quite fancy playing Namalsk, but the cold system at the moment and how many fires you make are just ridiculous. The frost resistance is completely balked, and the plus symbol doesn't last as long as it does on Sakal, so it just feels like it's been made annoying on purpose to not make you want to play it. Any events coming up in the future? I'm sure there are. I'm not aware of any that I'm in right now myself, but I'm sure there will be some. How do I feel about Liverpool getting Isak? Exactly like when on Christmas Day, when I was about 8, I'd opened up all my Christmas presents and I was having a happy, lovely, lovely time. And then my parents asked me to check behind the sofa and there was a snooker table. Exactly like that. Like, holy shit, that as well, way! Yeah, Isak is a good thing. It might take him a little while to get fit though, but yeah, it's going to be good. You kind of need to rethink your approach to the mouse. Frost resistance and heat buffs aren't really viable. Have to work with vitamins, heat packs and torch. I don't really want to, dude. It sounds utterly tedious. Being forced to run around with a torch in your hand is fucking ridiculous. You know, it's just like as playing on a full pop Namalsk server and being forced to run around with a fire in your hands is just nonsense. I just feel like they've broken it a little bit to make Sakal seem more appealing. I honestly think that's the case. There's no way that the Frost... It doesn't make any sense at all that the plus symbol takes as long to get as it does on Sakal, but doesn't last as long as it does on Sakal. It's bollocks. It's just bollocks, isn't it? The heat packs are only kind of vaguely useful as well. They are a bit better than they were, but it's just it doesn't seem appealing to me at all, if I'm honest, and that's just my view. But making it worse than Sakal for the temperature just after you've brought out a DLC that's going to cost, I just think it's somewhat convenient. You know, the frost resistance was such a cool feature, and it's been nerfed, and likewise, you know, the frost resistance isn't as big of a deal really, but having to wait for so long to get the plus symbol and then it lasts like... It takes longer to get than it fucking lasts. It's just utterly tedious. Yeah, you can get worms on the mouse now, so fishing is more feasible, yeah. Really struggling on this life, aren't we? We're not getting anything. I think I'm going to bother with this town. We've got food. What really in this town, mostly it's go to the well, get some food. I think I'm just going to go to these houses over here that sometimes spawn scopes.
Another month of primating.
Not Vonia,
Have a great
not
stream and
Voina.
rest of your
Let's
day.
not talk about
Back
what
to
server
it.
I am or I'm not on, okay? Shh. Coastal Zombie, thank you for the support. Cheers for that. Both spread for bread, eh? I'd spread for a sandwich right now, to be honest. A nice sandwich that's going to cause me no issues health-wise. Is this the karma the guy was on about? Yeah, I robbed his chicken and now I can't get a gun. Maybe this is the karma, yeah. Pristine machete? Oh, we don't need that, do we? It's a bit of a weird day today for me because I started later on account of the F1 and then promptly fell asleep during the F1. It feels like earlier. It's 5:30. It feels like it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock or something. Denim jeans. Do I think Sumrak was asked to change it by Bohemia? I don't think Bohemia will have asked him to change it. No, I don't know. This is just me talking. I don't know why Sumrak has done something. I don't believe Bohemia would ask him to change it. I believe Sumrak makes his own decisions and he's quite a strong-willed person. However, he is also the main creator of Sakal as well, so it might have occurred to him that Namalsk was looking imbalanced compared to Sakal and he wanted to tweak the two. But he's effectively the creator of Sakal. And he's kind of, along with a lot of other people, the creator of Sakal, you know, so it's completely reasonable that he might feel that Namalsk was a little bit too beneficial in comparison to Sakal, and he's kind of involved with both, so he could tweak them, you know. It's a reasonable thing to do, but obviously it seems a little bit of a pain in the ass for us. Sickle. Coastal Zombie, thank you for the 19 months. Cheers for the support. Frozen Mouse, sorry it's took me a little minute to spot it, but thank you for gifting Sanchez on tour the sub. Thank you very, very much. Jack Matt, Kermit, thank you very much too. Disco Man, Bullet Tooth, thank you again. When will the second part of the latest Sekal video be uploaded? Saturday. The videos come out on Saturdays, dude. I'll be streaming. Obviously today's Sunday, so I'll be streaming up until Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the video will come out on Saturday. It's already done though. I say it's already done. My editor Finn sent me the draft today. I've not seen it yet, so the draft is in place. But it can't come out to Saturday because releasing a video on the day I stream doesn't work. So I'm streaming till Thursday. Friday will be a gap day. Saturday the video will come out. Bobby Dazzler. Finding loads of good stuff. It's not been looted by the look of it since the restart, and it is now... The restart was an hour and a half ago. Surely somebody would have looted this in the last hour and a half. Maybe they're door closerers. You know you're in trouble when that bag seems more appealing than the bag you've already got. I don't need that. Why did I pick it up? I found a Mosin in one of these houses fairly recently. I'm going to check a couple in the hope. The lads and I just finished up for today. Had a great contact Northwest Airfield and Katrina. Ended up with both punch card, glow plug, and the Northwest Airfield key card. Very cool. GG. And now you can all follow my Instagram account because I'm desperate to become an influencer on Instagram. Yay! I'm not desperate for that, but yeah, if you want to follow it, or don't, but I'd suggest you follow it. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking about it. Fucking bastard. I might just take that. I know it's green, which is good. I know it's smaller, which is bad. But let's face it. This bag I'm using is ridiculous. Now it's full. It's a full bag. A full bag. I may regret that. Hammering the OnlyManZ. Yeah, I've OnlyManZ account. Woo. Will I be adding my OnlyManZ links? No, that is the link, dude. That's it. We don't need the well. So this has been looted since the restart, which kind of makes sense. Oh, well, blimey. The loot today is shocking. I am starting to regret not keeping that not keeping that other bag now. Does server pop affect loot spawn rate? In theory, no, it shouldn't. It can do a little bit in the spawn zones, though. It can do, like, even in places like this, but in theory, it shouldn't affect things very much because the loot economy is designed to spawn things back in, right? So 3 cans of beans get picked up, 3 cans of beans get spawned back in, so it shouldn't really make any difference, but it can have a small impact, but in the lower tier areas in particular, as a rule. Fuck me dead. That's exactly the thing. It can affect you in a few ways. In theory, the loot economy balances it out. However, if you're in a really high traffic area, lots of loot gets picked up, and there's always players around, so it's slightly less likely to spawn back in. You know, so you may have to work a little bit harder to go a little bit further afield to get the gear that you may have got and where you spawned before. You know, the loot in theory is still in the map, but it's less likely to be in the high traffic areas. Fuck off. You have to shove this shit, isn't it? It's terrible. Are you fucking kidding me? Can't find the Instagram. Exclamation Insta and it gives you the link, dude. It's coming up in the chat. That's how you find it. Exclamation Insta. Right, give me a gun. 2 times aim point scope. That's okay. Better than a kick in the teeth. Respawn time is still a factor. Razor, well, the server checks itself every 6 seconds. That's how it works, right? So if 3 cans of beans get picked up, it's literally monitoring itself every 6 seconds and polling, right? Where loot respawn is more of a factor is that it's much less likely to respawn if players are in the area, and if you're on a really high pop server and there's people always in Steroy, then it's harder for loot to respawn in Steroy, right? But the server is checking all the time. Well, that was crap. I might kill the medical zombie. I really do need another bandage. Immediately aggro's only zombies that aren't medical ones. There she is. She's the one. Bollocks. They're from Utah. Hello, Buzzy. Good afternoon from the UK. Suppose any medical stuff spawns on here, does it? Yeah, it does. And yeah, I'm getting there, dude. I'm getting there.
Betty Rubble or Jessica Rabbit?
Jessica Rabbit. I don't even think there's any debate there, is there? Jessica Rabbit all day long. Am I going to watch the Conjuring movie? Probably not. I've seen a few of the earlier ones. I can't really be bothered. I ain't a huge fan. Iceman, thank you very much for the 57 months. Yeah, Jessica Rabbit, I think, for sure. Jib Cheek Slow, thank you for the 30 months as well. Coastal Zombie, Blaine, thank you for the bits. Cheers for the support, guys. Kermit L Frog, thank you too. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. First aid kit by the upturned car. Alright, let's do end shed before he has a fit. Briefcase key, that's actually useful. Fuck me dead. My golden retriever Winston says hi. He's 11. Hello. I mean, roof. Just followed you via Instagram. Lovely legs. That's how you do it, Luke. Thank you. That's how you do it. Yeah, you don't take the piss out of them and call them pale, do you? That's the way. Yeah, thank you. Have I seen the new Denzel Spike Lee joint? No, I haven't actually. Is it any good?
The Big 4-0.
I don't remember the last Spike Lee film I watched that I actually liked. I feel like I've not seen one I liked for a little while, but I could be wrong. Yeah, make sure you follow the Insta. Yeah. It's decent film, is it? I've kind of been thinking about giving it a whirl. I like Denzel. What was in that that Zed's inventory? On this particular server, the priest zombies can spawn with a cassock. I think it's called a cassock, isn't it? Or did I just make that up? It's the shirt that the priest wears. Maybe it's not called a cassock. Is it still possible to travel between vanilla servers? If you're playing on official, yeah. You can go on any official server, first person, and switch to another, yeah. Colts or Dolphins? I think I picked the Dolphins, but I can't really remember. Oh, we're going to be launching Fuck Me Dead merch. You'll have to speak to Euro. He's the chief designer and merch retailist. Hopefully, yeah, Fuck Me Dead merch would be good. I'm not convinced it can actually say Fuck Me Dead with the F-U-C-K, though. I think it'll have to have some hashtags and stuff. What's your go-to travel destination in Europe? Rome. Rome in Italy. it could probably say "Fook me dead," or it could be a bit like the old French Connection FC UK maybe. But I think that might be a problem if you used exactly FC UK. Saying hi from South Africa, glad to finally join the stream. Dude, thanks for coming in. Your boy Benji, thank you.
TRMZ love.
Cheers for the support, Benji. Very, very kind. Postman, thank you for the 41 months. Cheers for that as well. I'm going to eat the jam because it takes up 4 slots. Rome is a very dirty city. Lots of rubbish in the streets. I guess maybe it depends what time you go, whether you're lucky or unlucky. There aren't many cities that aren't a little bit grubby in and around the edges, but Rome is still an amazing place, all right? The piazzas and the tourist destinations, the tourist places are absolutely amazing there, you know?
PC.
Not really enjoying the Colosseum or the Vatican because there's a few streets with a bit of graffiti is a bit harsh, you know? That nearly every city beyond a couple, like say Singapore, I think En's just said Tokyo, but most major cities are a bit rubbishy, you know. And if you think Rome's got too much rubbish, maybe try Delhi. Cheers, Pizzle. Thank you very much. Follow the Instagram, but also check out the merch. !PC. Very good shout. Yeah. Graham, dude, with exclamation. Insta gives you the link. It's called Paul_OnlyManZ, but it won't be DayZ stuff, it'll be me stuff. I've never been to Bratislava. Maybe I could though. When he ain't posting links of Lambos, going to maybe I could go to Dubai and rent a Lambo and then start making that kind of trust me, bro. You can make money if you follow what I do. I have not tried Pole Dark Whiskey XP. No, I've obviously just been to Cornwall. I got back just over a week ago, but I'm on no alcohol at the moment, trying to be healthy. So I haven't had an alcoholic drink of any sort since Sunday, July the 6th. Not that I'm counting or anything. Oh, so it's been 2 months. It's now the 7th of September. Yeah, 2 months. I'm effectively burrowing my way through a hard 75 as good as without meaning to. Hello, I'm here to see how much the OnlyManZ is. Free. I've never been there actually. Langer in Piedmont. The next place I want to go in Italy, it's a place many people go to, is Florence. I've never been there. I really like Italy in general. I've been to Milan briefly. I've stayed at Lake Maggiore in the north of Italy, which was absolutely amazing. I went to I went to Monza, which was on today. I went many years ago, but I went to Monza. Stayed near Lake Maggiore. Well, at Lake Maggiore. I've been to Pompeii and I've stayed on the Amalfi Coast. Well, Ravello, which is just up from the Amalfi Coast, is where we stayed, to be fair. Really enjoyed that. Been to Rome like 3 times. But I'd like to go to... I'd very much like to go to Florence. Florence is great, Rome is overrated. God Reigns, I like the way that you asked what my favourite place was to visit, just so that you could tell everybody that they were all wrong. I don't think Rome is overrated. I guess that's your personal views, to be fair. At least you're just saying what you think, which is fair enough. But it's hard to overrate something that's like, the buildings are so interesting, you know. It depends what your interest is, but if your interest is buildings like the Colosseum, you can only see it in Rome, you know, like, depends what you judge the city for. But yeah, I found St. Peter's Basilica amazing, like mesmerising, and I'm not even a religious person. I thought it was stunning. The Vatican is a really cool place to just have a wander around. You know, I wasn't that inspired by the Sistine Chapel. I just kind of got annoyed with all people bumping into me. You know, like. But it was the whole experience, like all of the different buildings combined. I really love in Rome that you can be walking down a relatively grubby street and then it comes out into a square and there's this massively famous building directly in front of you. You know, I quite like that. Vizio, your son's done Rome and Florence, is currently doing Venice. Very cool. Good on you for not drinking. The only good whiskey comes from the United States. Screw the peated stuff. You do understand, Dylan, that most Scotch whiskey isn't peated. None of the Irish whiskey is peated. I presume you know that. Irish whiskey is all sweet. Pretty much. And Scotch whiskey is only peated from a couple of places. Could take that, I suppose. We could maybe get a hip flask.
Hi Paul, becoming a first-time dad in a few months and wondered if you had any advice you wish you knew all those years ago. Just kidding. TRMZ love.
Some sir, thanks for the support. I think the best advice I can give you is, right now, while you can, take your other half out and have a few meals out, go to the cinema and stuff, you know, like, just do it a couple more times than you feel you need. Because you're probably going to give that up for 3 or 4 years in a bit. Not because you can't do it, but you won't want to, you know, like, you're not going to want to take a screaming baby to a restaurant. You might still do it from time to time, but you won't enjoy it. So have a couple of meals out and go to the cinema and stuff. That's genuinely pretty decent advice. Like, try and go out a little bit now. Also, when you think, oh, I'm just going to nip to the shop to get a few things, enjoy that. Really enjoy the bit where you just get your wallet and your keys and you walk out to the car. Because in 6 months' time, you'll be like, I'm just nipping to the shops and it'll take you an hour, and then just as you get the kid in the car seat, it'll shit itself and you have to change its outfit. I haven't had a good Scotch or Irish whiskey, sorry if I'm ignorant. Well, you are very ignorant, but it's okay. You've not tried very many, I'm guessing. You probably tried Bell's or something and then thought it was all shit. I'm not a great lover of bourbon myself. I don't mind. I don't mind 1 or 2, but I'm not a massive lover of it. It's a bit sort of sour, and I'm not particularly keen. Some sir, good luck with it though. I hope it all goes well. It'll be a life-changing experience for sure. First life today. I logged in with a semi-geared
Finally
character
moved
and
to
died
Europe.
really early.
No more Texas. Good beer in the UK.
Bravinator. A good beer in the UK. It's all from Europe. It's all Belgian or German or something, I'd say. I knew it. The second I take a swing, he fucking goes for it. I knew it. Lucky I didn't bleed punching the wall then. I've only got 1 bandage left. There are decent beers in the UK, but I'm afraid you're asking the wrong dude. I don't drink beer because of the gluten. I hardly have any. Cheers, Rowan. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I'm not a big beer drinker. apparently it's becoming a little bit less popular at the moment as well, isn't it? It's meant to be having a bit of a struggle, like someone's just mentioned Brewdog. They've been laying people off because sales are down. Beer sales are down at the moment. Yeah, I quite like gin and tonic, yeah. Yeah, gin and tonic's great, but why Dirty Denzel, let me ask you in particular. I've literally just said I'm not drinking. I've not had a drink since the 6th of July. Why would you then persist in asking a non-drinking man who enjoys a drink what he likes to drink whilst he's intentionally not drinking to try and be healthy? I don't understand the cruelty of these questions, right? Man explains to chat he can't drink, proceeds to get lots of questions about what alcohol he likes that he can't have. Give me a break, guys. I'm not being serious. I'm being a bit playful, right? Don't worry. But can you not see the cruelty in this? Fuck me dead. I might go and make a cup of tea. That's the best I can do at the moment. Tea. Oh, fuck me. How many messages am I getting? What's this, no alcohol? I know, Tuck, it sucks. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm doing alright though. I've lost another pound, so I'm now... That's pound. I'm now, what am I? 39 pounds down, which is about 18 kilos roughly. I know it's more than that actually. I don't know what it is, but 39 pounds down, which is 2 stone and 11 pounds. Paul, what cake do you like? Yeah, thanks. That's much better, yeah. I've not tried Yorkshire's Bakewell flavour. I just get Yorkshire Gold and stick with that. What kind of woman is your type? Blimey, I'm also on a sabbatical from ladies as well. But that's not my choice. It's all of theirs. It is my choice, to be fair. But also all of theirs as well. Marcel, thank you for the support, dude. Thank you, appreciate it. Tasty placenta, name your top 10 favourite alcoholic drinks, you fucker. Get out and never come back. I can tell you that placenta isn't on there. Marcel, thank you. Tasty, thank you. Rowan, thank you as well. You haven't drunk in 4 years. 11 years, Kenny. Well, GG. Roshin. Is Roshin correct? Roshin, Kenny? I'm no good at names that are very long and confusing for my tiny Brian. Spoonerism, yeah, if you... how many kilos is 39 pounds? It must be about... It probably is about 17 or 18. $17.69. Yeah, so yeah, if you picked up 17.69 kilos, you would fucking know about it, right? I'm only doing 9 kilos on the biceps at the moment. I'm doing relatively light, so I guess I could probably do more. But I'm only doing 9 kilos per bicep right now. Why do kids do that, right? I sent my daughter a question earlier. Why do they have to give you an answer that's like 5 texts worth of... Why can't kids just reply rather than say 3 words and then say 6 words and then say 3 words? What the fuck is wrong with them? Just reply. Send everything you want to say in one message. I guess at least she's replying. To be fair, it's more something that's beneficial to her. Otherwise, she likely wouldn't. It's definitely not Danish. All kids are the same. They're all like it. See? So I'm killing these because I really need a bandage. Oh, thank you. Always nice when you deliver. Text of conversation for the Substatica. I think you're defending the undefensible there, trying to text maybe for a conversation for the younger generation, not letters. Yeah, but she's effectively writing me a letter with 5 different messages. You know. She could just use one sentence rather than 3 words, 6 words, 3 words, 6 words, 3 words, 6 words, right? It's a simple enough idea. I think if they really thought about it, it might catch on. Can you keep a fruit pastel in your mouth without chewing? Sometimes. What's the OnlyManZ? It's just the name of my Instagram account, dude. I'm starting an Instagram account because I'm going to TwitchCon in October, and I'm probably going to do a few posts while I'm there. So I just thought I'd start one up in advance of going. So I don't think I'll bother putting like DayZ stuff on it. Maybe I'll I keep saying tweet. Maybe I'll post when I've got a new video out or something like that. Perhaps, I don't really know. But mainly it's for like pictures when I'm out for the day or whatever, or like when I go to TwitchCon, a couple of pictures from there, stuff like that. Obligatory picture of the alcohol, the drink I'll be having when I'm about to fly out. God, kids are so transparent. Like, I already know the answer to this, but my daughter's had a laptop 6 years. I bought it for her for Christmas 6 years ago. She started A-levels and she's struggling because it's running slow. Now, I could probably try to improve that, but it's 6 years old. It's probably about time she had a new one. But I've sent her a message earlier and just sort of said, what's your laptop situation like? And she's just sent me all these messages, and at the end she's put, Google said you should buy a new one because repairing it after 5 years isn't worth it. Like, it's beyond transparent, is it? It's just buy me a new laptop, Dad. If you're looking for a new laptop, you could go to PC Specialist! !PC. Guys, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. I can see someone in the YouTube chat talking about protests. I think it's time to go. I'm gonna go and make a cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute. made the tea. What's the pop in this server would really help if that was in the title rather than massive pop. It wouldn't help me, Desert Rat, because if I told you the exact pop of the server, it would be like telling you the server, wouldn't it? Which would be really dumb. It's higher than official, substantially. Is that enough? If I said the pop was, I don't know, let's just say there was a server out there with a pop of 129. If I said that, then you'd know what server I was in, right?
Send your daughter the TRMZ 40 discount code for PC specialist and think herself lucky.
Now there's an idea. Yeah, a good shout. I'll get on the message and send it back. Yeah, type exclamation PC and use the code TRMZ40 for a little bit of money off. Oh yeah, sorry. You had a full Hashima server yesterday. That's cool. Hollyrex was playing Hashima yesterday, wasn't she? Which is cool. That might partly be why, perhaps. I don't know. Hashima's such a fun map, but it just runs like a dog while I'm streaming. Yeah, good idea, Adventures of Buzzy. I second that. Cheers for the super chat, dude. Thank you. Dirtnaps, thank you as well. Rohan, Badenhorse, thank you for the super chat. Alright, let's just have a look at something that really matters. How many Instagram followers do I have? 781. We're heading for 1,000 followers on the gram. Woohoo! It's going to be great. That picture I took this morning, well, it was just around lunchtime of my cankles, right? It was really sunny, but now I just looked out. It's really dim, and I think that was the last bit of sun that we're going to see this year. Hashima's close to unplayable for you. It's possible, but obviously I've got a 5090, which is OP as fuck. But while streaming it, it's just a bit hard to play. How long till I start going live on Tickle Tockle? Not doing that anytime soon. What's my Instagram? Paul_OnlyManZ. Or you could get the link from the chat, because it's constantly coming up in the chat. It's about 8 messages above yours. Nightbot command. Is it really that gloomy? It looks like this quite a lot. It's been nice and sunny today. It was meant to be 25 Celsius, which is quite nice, you know, but I went out for a walk in the sunshine, and it was lovely, but it seems to have clouded over now. Lad, yeah, cheers for coming in, dude. Thank you. Cheers for tuning in on the YouTubes. And thank you for the new membership as well. You ain't mucking around, are you? Yeah, come over from Twitch. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you.
It's time to start running.
Normally I come here because I don't need food. Let's get a move on. I need to go to somewhere where I can find guns. I don't want food, I want guns. Tell us about your tea making process. I'm assuming it's very different here than in the States. Basically, you put the kettle on, which is how you boil the water. You absolutely don't use the microwave, despite what some people keep typing into YouTube chat. I saw you. You boil the kettle. Sorry, everyone that knows this. I put half a teaspoon of sugar into a mug. I put a tea bag into a mug. I pour the water when it's boiling into the tea bag. I wait for about 40 seconds. And then I squeeze the shit out of the tea bag on the side of the mug, and then I put some milk in, and then I drink it. That's it. There are lots of other ways to make tea. You can use a teapot and use proper tea leaves, and it's very, very nice. But a proper teapot is a bit hardcore for me. We put milk in tea, Kerry. Yeah, it's designed to have tea. Not all tea, but we mostly in the UK we drink English breakfast tea, which is like the tea we have most often. It's like equivalent to coffee, right? That has milk in it. Same kind of thing as coffee. You put milk in it. Yeah. You could have it without milk, but it's not like Earl Grey or something, or chamomile or whatever. It's specifically designed to have milk. Milk after the squeeze. Normally I do, yeah, because normally I've left it slightly too long. But yeah, putting the milk in and then squeezing is not a bad technique. Sometimes I'll do it, but what usually happens is I put the tea bag in, put the water in, and then I go for a piss. Well, this is while I'm streaming. And when I get back, I start to think that maybe I've left it too long, so I immediately get the tea bag out. I don't use milk in my English breakfast. I see you didn't say English breakfast tea there. US kettles are awful. Nothing wrong with the microwave. Physics is physics. There is everything wrong with the microwave. Why are US kettles awful? Is it something to do with the 110 volts or some shit, or what? Why are US kettles awful? I don't understand. .110 volts takes forever to boil. Ah, I see. Shit. Right, we're not going to go to the tents then. And I'm saying, oh, I see, when I did guess it would be that, to be fair. I don't think they're shooting in the apartment. I think they're in the town. I think we'll just carry on running though. I was gonna loot. I'll normally go to the town and go to the well, but we don't really need to do that anyway. So we'll just crack on. I think 3 to 5 minutes for a tea bag is crazy. Maybe if you're making tea with tea leaves, but if you're putting the water in and waiting 3 to 5 minutes, you're going to get all sorts of crap on the top of your tea bag, on the top of your water, like all sort of horrible oil slicky looking skin shit if you leave it 3 to 5 minutes. You have a $310 electric kettle and it's amazing. Josh, I think it's important to tell everyone how expensive your kettle is, you know. Maybe I should start putting pictures. Now I've got an Instagram, follow me on Paul_OnlyManZ. Maybe I should start making videos talking about how expensive my appliances were. Here's my kettle, it's a dualit, it cost £150. Balls might wore up real nice. Don't look inside though, I haven't descaled it since I owned it. It's disgraceful. It's really make sure you get that flex in though. It's the Rolls Royce of kettles. Passing 840 followers on IG, or IG, I like that. 846 followers. Guys, come on, let's get to 1,000. Just, I tell you what, I'll try and do an Instagram post of me making a cup of tea. I'm sure it'll be really enthralling. My God. Absolute cinema, yeah. Funny enough, I just saw an Instagram reel of some northern dude going, "Oh, make a cup of tea," and then he bangs the side of his cup really. He's like banging it incredibly stupidly hard, and then he goes to his missus. He starts telling her to get the washing up done or something, and then takes the piss out of her. It's a really weird reel. You had to be there, I guess. You've seen it, haven't you, Scap? You know, get them pots done. Fuck me dead, I thought your Instagram was a joke. No, it exists.
As a
I am
American,
setting
you
up an
got me into
Instagram.
drinking tea
It's called
over
it's called Paul_OnlyManZ. Yeah. Because I'm going to TwitchCon, I thought maybe I'd set one up. It's time to join the slightly newer version of the same thing I'm already on. It's not newer at all, is it? But anyway, let's join this one now that it's not popular anymore. Yeah, I'll soon be posting pictures of the food I'm about to eat. It's going to be marvellous. Don't worry. No, I won't. Guys, just please, if I post a picture of just some food on a plate, please hold me to account. Oh yeah, absolutely. Got to make sure you include the price as well. Your flex is not needing to descale the kettle. I wish I didn't have to descale my one. Jamie, you have not averaged 30,000 steps per day for the entire year. That's my steps for the year. I know you've done more. You're a postman, right? But you have not averaged 30,000 steps every day for this year. That's not true. Is it finally time for that Thrive sponsorship now that you can take food pics? I've applied for an affiliate thing, but I don't think I'll be posting any food pics. So, you're not going with a comparative figure there, though, dude, are you, Jamie? 22,000 steps a day, Monday to Friday. That is a hell of a lot, by the way. I did 22,000 yesterday, and I was a broken man's. But nonetheless, that's still not an average. That you said try 30,000. Come on, Jamie. You're not even averaging it Monday to Friday. What, Saturday and Sunday? You're not moving at all, are you? I wouldn't if I were you. Yeah, but yeah, what I posted, that little thing with the steps, that was the average per day for the year. So up your bum. I'm surprised, actually, last year. I averaged 7,000 steps last year. I think that's pretty good. And I've been doing a lot of walking for a while, but I put on a lot of weight last year. Well, quite a bit of weight. I've lost more than that now. I've lost more than that, like all of that, and then some interest as well. But I had a pretty bad year, 2024, like putting on weight-wise. But I still think 7,000 steps a day wasn't terrible. I kicked off my Instagram presence with a slutty leg photo and ankle monitors visible. I actually answered the door with that ankle monitor on. Obviously, it's an ice pack with a strap to hold the ice pack on, right? But I did answer the door with that on, and then it promptly explained to the Amazon delivery driver that it wasn't a. Sorry, mate. It's not a tag. It's an ice pack. And I would walk 10,000 miles, yeah. Why is the loot so shit today? Let's eat the last of the fish. As an apprentice, I was doing 20k steps a day, running up and down the stairs out the van. Yeah, I'd imagine I did quite a few steps when I was in retail. When I worked in Asda, for example, like I was only working in a supermarket. Well, it was kind of like a supermarket. But anyway, I was on my feet all the day. I didn't get to sit down too much. You're doing a lot of walking. I'd imagine I was doing more than 10k steps a day just at work. But I still put on weight like a fucking Trojan. I might have been putting the steps in while I was at work, but I was coming home to a wife and young baby and no sleep and just eating a load of shit, and the steps didn't offset it all enough. It certainly is the case. Let's just go with that. I ain't got space for you. Maybe I have got space for you. Don't need a sporter mag, do I? Server looks dead. Yeah, you can tell that because around the back of here it's always really, really busy, you know? Like if you run around the back of Bolotta Airfield, you're forever bumping into dudes. Hundreds of them. I hope you don't see my weird Instagram account. I've got to be honest, Huxker, I hope I don't as well. I don't know if I dare go snooping through the people that followed me today's account because I might see yours.
Just back from visiting real Cherno in Czechia, drove 2,100 miles in 29 hours to get there.
Very cool, Clinton. Hope you had a nice time. That sounds very cool. That's a lot of driving. Holy shit. Electrician here. Walk and work myself to exhaustion. Still getting fatter. Yeah, you've definitely got to eat right. You can't outwalk a bad diet, can you? That's very true. Do I really have an OnlyFans page? No. What do you think? I called my Instagram Paul OnlyManZ because it sounds like OnlyFans. Maybe I'm leading up to it, dude. I am trying to get healthier after all. Maybe I'm going to be an OnlyFans bro. Clinton, thank you. Dominic, thank you very much for the follow on YouTube. Mr. Muffler, thank you as well. A10, cheers for the super chat. I love the streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Luke J, thank you for the membership as well. I missed that one, Luke J. I saw lads, but Luke J, thank you very much. Well, that's pretty much what I am doing, lad. I'm eating lower calories and moving more. Yeah, that's pretty much what you've just described as what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm not exactly counting the calories, but I'm trying to be a bit mindful of it. So yeah, I'm doing well though. All is good. I'm walking a lot more than 6,000 steps a day though. I'm doing, well, I've averaged 10,000 steps a day for the entire year. And I didn't start doing the walking until mid-March. So in January, for example, I only averaged 4,000 steps. So I'm averaging quite a lot more than 10 since I started doing the walking, I guess. And I'm doing a little bit of weightlifting as well. Nothing crazy, but some push-ups every day and a little bit of dumbbell stuff. Ah, oh, Gara, come on. Take a deep breath and try to be a bit more normal. Little bit less like street Gara. A little bit more like you've gone round your nan's Gara. Try that. More gun cleaning kits than kills today. I've had more gun cleaning kits than I have guns, yeah. Never mind using the guns. I can't find guns, but I can find cleaning kits like fucking nobody's business. There's a load of wildlife around here. There's deer over there, there's sheep over there, and then there's goats in front. 3 different food groups. If you want the real leg workout, do side squat lunges. I don't want a real leg workout. I'm doing a few weight dumbbells for upper body stuff, and I'm doing the walking for my legs. That'll do. Actually, surprisingly, you do get a bit more toned if you're walking quite a lot. It does tone your calves and shit. Did you not hear them shots? Doesn't really make any odds. I'm going this way. Otterhead, thank you for the bits. Cheers for the support. I've got a bullet with one gun. I need to get loot. I'm not worried about any shots. I'm just going this way. I've got a BK-18 with one bullet and an MK2 with one bullet. I'm not exactly packing any heat. Otterhead dude, thank you for the bits once again. Appreciate it. Clinton, thank you again. $919 followers. Woohoo! Thoughts on Karma Crew? I quite like the servers. I've been on them, but they're a little bit too base heavy for my liking. But that's because I don't do base building. But if you're after a server that's lightly modded, but just leaning slightly more into base building and a little bit more modded than say Day 1 or 0, Karma Crew's really good servers. Yeah, I think they're decent. They're admin well. I probably gravitate slightly more to more lightly modded than that. But nonetheless, the Karma Crew servers are good. I do play on them from time to time. No Livonia today. Dipper, I think I'm probably done with the Freshborn server, dude. I think after anything more is just going to feel a bit kind of meted now. Like, we had the day where I attacked the village. The reality is, whether it's in my thinking or not, the first time I decided to attack the village, that's really the realistic best option for me. Like, I could go and attack it. I don't want to do that every day. But if I go to the village and be friendly, somebody will just shoot me in the back at some point. I'm never going to live for long, dude. Like, so I've had a go. I'm probably done now, right? I tried to go back on Friday and it was fine. It was okay. Someone tried to kill me with a shotgun while I was eating a pumpkin, and I managed to get my gun out and kill them. And then while I was at a well, somebody else killed me and then logged out within 1 minute. So the person that killed me on Friday didn't die. They shot me in the back at the village, and then logged out 1 minute later. So they shot me in the back and combat logged.
Hello, sir. Happy Sunday.
So I would hope they got banned from the server, to be honest. Not for killing me, but for sneaking into the village, pretending to be friendly, and then shooting and logging out. That would seem to be kind of low hanging fruit for a ban. Killing me is no issue, you know. It's fine to kill me. Chris, you've lost 7 stone walking weights and intermittent fasting. Well done, dude. That's a hell of an achievement. GG. And doing it that way, walking weights and intermittent fasting, it's much more sustainable, I think. You know, like, just try and keep it going. Even if you walk a little bit less but still do some, and you do some weights but a little bit less but still do some, you can keep it sustained, you know. Emmett, happy Sunday to you. I hope you're good. Guys, if you would like an even happier Sunday, follow my Instagram, Paul_OnlyManZ. Sorry. I won't do this every stream forever, but I only launched it today. And so I'd quite like to get a few followers. Why not? You know, why not? A stone is £14. So 7 stone is £98. I had to do 7 10s and 7 4s and add them together. Obviously, I can't do my 14 times table. I ain't got the Brian for that. Was the killer combat logger-ish? No. That's harsh. He has got previous though, isn't he? You streamers get too many privileges. What privilege did I get, Mark, exactly? Please explain. Explain like I'm a 6-year-old what privilege I got. So the dude shot me in the back because I'm a streamer, and then I changed servers because I died and just carried on another server.
Yes.
And he
Hope
got
all is
banned
well.
because he combat
How's it
logged in a friendly zone for killing and then logging out like anybody else would have done. Please explain what privilege I got. I'd love to know. Mark Rutger. This looks a bit like Rutger Hauer, but it's how anyway. I agree. Streamer privilege is rife. Matt, I don't know what point you're trying to make, but if you're calling everyone dum-dums, you're probably not making it very well.
Just naughty lol.
I believe even the fresh spawns are getting killed relatively often by people inside the village, right? I think that's been happening. I've not been able to watch their streams, but I understand from them they've had a bit of, like, soon as they kind of get recognised in the village, sooner or later they get themselves shot. I use the DZSA launcher and the official one, Smack. I use a combination of the two, yeah. Snapback, yeah. A nice cliffhanger's just what you need. I think that's the case. They got you back on stream, okay? I don't understand what you mean, Eric. They got you back. I don't know who got me back. But killing me inside the village and then logging out within a minute is against the server rules, right? I don't mind being killed, that's fine. But by the way, the guy that got me back, like on that day, I was the fourth. Like, so the admin Nate had been totaling up the kills. I'd got the fourth most kills in the server. But the guy that killed me, if he got me back, he'd got the 6th most kills in the server, so he was also a stone cold killer. Oh my god, I can't even shoot it. There's two. There's two. There's no point me shooting at it. 3? I think there's 3. So no, yeah, they killed me, but my point is they didn't get me back, is my point. Because the guy that killed me had nearly as many kills as me, so to suggest that they got some kind of revenge when they were also a stone cold killer that had been doing the same thing as me is kind of nonsense. They're remaking Cliffhanger. Well, life ain't fair. It's like you're trying to win an argument with yourself, Eric. I'm not upset that the dude killed me. What argument are we having that you think we're having? I have no issue with getting shot at all. It's like you're punching yourself or something. I don't get it. He catched you eating pumpkin. Yeah, you're carrying on. You give yourself another right hook. The dude that tried to kill me eating pumpkin, I killed him. Haha, up your bum. Left cross.
Following on it now, when I lived in London had a 2-pound kettle, did the job perfectly.
2-pound fish. Marcel, dude, thank you for the support. It seems like you're glad that I died, Eric, and that's fine. I understand. I think I deserved to die. Fair enough. But I think shooting me in the back while I was in the well was a little bit low. But logging out immediately afterwards was particularly low. You do sound a little upset, Mr. Moore. I am. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Oh shit! I'm getting more text messages. You're still arguing, Eric. I don't understand. I think I'm just going to not read your messages for a while, if it's all right with you. ruined my whole afternoon, Paul. Did I, Rico? Marcel, cheers for the follow on Instagram. Cheers for that, dude. Thank you very much. Do I play the mouse? I do sometimes, yeah. I haven't played the mouse in a little while though. Subject came up earlier, but the way it is with the cold at the moment and how little the plus symbol lasts, I just find it a bit dull. Guys, don't jump on Eric. I'm sure he's just trying to make his point, but there's no need to jump on the dude. He's all right. He's maybe over reinforcing the point that yes, one day I killed the villagers, so maybe the villagers might try to kill me, but I think what he's not understanding is I understand the concept that he's trying to explain to me. It's not a complicated one. I don't have a problem with anyone trying to kill me. It's not really a big deal. Are we getting spoiled tomorrow with a 12-hour stream? No. I actually ought to update the schedule on Twitch because I'm not likely to do a 12-hour stream so much on a Monday anymore. My stream length is longer now than it was before when I lived with my ex. I'm streaming a bit more now than I was then per week, but I don't really want to have 2 meals on stream and like have to make the meals, and it's just too much AFK-ing. So I'm starting on Mondays after I've eaten, so that I don't have to sort of eat as soon as I've gone live. Like for lunch today, I had steak. It was lovely, but nobody wants me to go and cook a steak while I'm streaming, do they? Well, maybe someone's about to say, yeah, I'd like a cooking stream. I'm not doing cooking streams. What's the intention of the... It's just an Instagram account, dude. That's the only intention. I'm going to TwitchCon in October in San Diego, and I just want to start an Instagram account and get a few people following, and then hopefully post a few like pictures of my escapades when I go to TwitchCon. You know, like I think a couple of us are going to go and try and watch the Liverpool game, so maybe there'll be a photo from whatever bar we're in, like drinking beer at 8:30 in the morning. You know, like whatever, you know, but just share a few pictures while I'm there. These trousers are wet. Someone's already... Those boat guys may have looted this then. What do you think about Florian Wirtz? I think he's going to be a special player, but he's finding his feet at Liverpool. I think it's a lot to do with... This are also wet as well. A lot to do with the team as well, and like trying to get the space for the right players. And I think Liverpool are going to be absolutely imperious soon. They're already 3 for 3 wins, and they're bedding in a lot of new first-team players. You know, so. I think give it a little while and they're going to be good. I think Florian Wirtz is a very special player. Angberg, I don't think it's that hostile, dude. Jamie, let's not be so aggressive to other viewers as well, dude. We don't talk to people that way. The reality is, dude, I've been living in the house I live in now since March the 31st. And we have this same conversation every day. So, I guess a lot of viewers get a bit annoyed. I'm quite fine about it, but it does get a little bit... what's the right word? Repetitive to have to keep saying that you're single and have been since March the 31st. But can you not see why, Angberg? Like, I appreciate you're only asking a question. I'm not, you don't deserve to be told to F off, I agree. And I did just point that out as well. But the answer is in a Nightbot command, and I try not to answer it myself all the time because I could literally do it 10 times a day, every day. Like, it's the sort of thing that gets a little bit under my skin. Not with you, it's fine. But it is a bit repetitive to have to keep explaining that you're single and that you left your other half and so on and so on and so on. Every day like you're in Groundhog Day forever. Bullets on the bench downstairs in the camo building, okay. What would you say is it's 10,092 meters or something like that? It's in a YouTube short, dude. You can watch it on the YouTube. US Open delayed. What's delayed the US Open? That's good news for me because I wanted to watch it. I don't think we're actually that bad, Pi. I don't think people are attacking everyone that badly here. I don't agree. I think as far as relatively popular streams go, I think the chat's a relatively good place to be. I think the moderators do a decent job of quelling any unrest as well. Hey Imperial Red, hope you're good. So I can't slide down, I've got no gloves. It's a long way for 3 Mosin rounds, wasn't it? (1,091 meters was the range. Okay, I added an extra meter. What movie did you end up watching on Friday? I didn't. I watched 2 or 3 episodes of Severance and really didn't enjoy it. I'm really struggling with Severance Season 2. I'm really struggling with it. Like, the point of it. It just seems so slow and just nonsense. What's my total hours played? I haven't added it up in a while, but it's more than 20,000, dude. I struggled too and stopped. It's so much filler. It's almost like it's trying to be clever for... Like, episode 4, it's like, right, well, let's put them in a weird scenario. The ending of episode 4 was good, but most of it was... They were just... It was like the episode of The Sopranos called The Pine Barrens, but it lacked anything that was good about the Pine Barrens episode. They basically just walked around a snowy forest, but nothing happened until near the end. I was about to say this better not be Pine Barren slander. No, it's not. I really enjoyed that episode. That was great. Jordan, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. Blaine of the Ukraine, thank you for the bits once again. You're very kind. Knights who for knee. Knights who knee, who say knee, well, possibly, but dude, thank you for the bits. I haven't seen one of those. A chain snake slithers between the gears on the face as Bioland. It's not a brand I'm familiar with, but a chain snake slithering around on the dial seems not something I'd probably notice. I bet it's expensive as fuck though. Maybe it isn't, but I bet it is. I'll try and remember to have a look. Avralex, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. Like, the Pine Barrens episode is one of the best episodes of The Sopranos by a mile. But in Severance, they just put the characters in the forest and they walked around for a bit. That was the point. Not as good as the first, but still a good... What's not as good as the first? But Nobody 2. I've not seen Nobody 2, no. I've not been to the cinema for a little while. I enjoyed the first one. And it's not meant to be as good as the first one, but they never are going to be as good, are they? The cat's out of the bag with the regular guy not being a regular guy anymore. It's a bit like The Accountant. The Accountant was an absolutely amazing film. The Accountant 2 was just like a bang average action film. It was still worth watching, but it wasn't anything spectacular, you know? Like, the first film of those types, like Nobody or The Accountant, are always much better than anything else they do, because you're getting introduced to the character. They can spend longer on the character and make them interesting, but when they get to the second one, they've already done all the character build-up. There probably isn't too much more to flesh out, so it just becomes the same as any other action film. Is The Accountant 2 good? It's okay. It's not fantastic. I enjoyed it. It's the Equalizer 3 is better. It's okay. It's not a terrible film, but it's not that great. The cast is okay. John Bernthal's good. You know, like it's all right, but it ain't anything fantastic. You know. God, the loot is terrible on this today. What's the best series you've ever watched? I think I'd probably go Sopranos. I really love The Sopranos. I think I'd go Sopranos number 1, Breaking Bad number 2. Mindhunter is really good, Pinksty. Yeah, it's great. Mag, yeah, there will be a second part to yesterday's video. Actually, that's kind of interesting. I want to see what... I'm in the beta for A/B testing on titles, which is kind of a dull subject unless you're a YouTuber. But it means when I release a video, I can release it with 3 titles. And then I can see... I tried the new official DayZ update on Sakal and Epic Adventure. Okay. So... It's interesting. The first 2 weeks, my main title that I picked has won the A/B testing, if you like. So, like, it's kind of handy because you can pick three and see which one's getting you the most views. Titles make such a difference on YouTube, right? So, maybe I should be trying to make slightly more differences between the different titles I'm using, perhaps. Can surgical gloves work as part of a gas outfit?
Yesterday I watched your very first
really.
YouTube video. It's amazing how far the game and your microphone quality have come.
True, yeah. That was a Turtle Beach headset that cost $24.99 with the microphone that it came with as standard. Yeah, it wasn't the best mic in the world. Cheers, dude. Do the surgical gloves work as an NBC outfit? The answer is yes and no. They work better than all the other gloves, but they don't give you complete protection. So they actually slow the rate at which your hands bleed because of the gas. But they don't protect you in the same way as NBC gloves would do. Mr. Lost, well, there's already A/B testing for thumbnails anyway, so I don't normally do. I have. Normally, I only have one thumbnail. Very rarely, there's two thumbnails. But A/B testing for thumbnails is already a thing. Yeah.
Icon T for £18 and 88.
That's not a beta. I think anybody that's releasing YouTube videos can use A/B testing for thumbs. So you can upload 3 thumbs, and then it will test them for 24 hours, and then just pick whichever one gets the best. I don't normally do that, but they're doing it for titles as well now. What's OnlyManZ account? It's my Instagram account, Oblivion. If you have Insta, follow it if you want. Don't if you don't. But yeah, I'm going to post a few things on it when I go to TwitchCon, I'd imagine. Thanks for buying the merch. Cheers for buying the merch. Someone, I hope you're well, someone. Thank you, Ratstam. Thank you for the resub as well. Do you think Norris should have... Sorry, do you think McLaren should have let Norris pass? That wheel engineer was in a world of his own. Yes, I do, Slate Dog. I think it was the right thing to do. I also think McLaren would have done the same if Piastri was the one... if the roles were reversed. I don't think it was Norris' favouritism. I think it was the right thing to do. So, Norris gave up his priority for pitting to help Piastri on the understanding that there would be no undercut, right? That was what was agreed. That they agreed that beforehand, and that's what was agreed. And then, because Norris was then the second pitter, it was more like that. It's always more likely if you have 2 pit stops back to back. The second one's much more likely to have an error than the first. That seems to be always the way, because they're having to turn around the tyres and turn everything around that little bit more quickly. And so, if he hadn't given up his position, if he hadn't given up that right, he probably wouldn't have had any issue with his tyre, would he? I think it was absolutely fair. They pitted way too late. I don't think it made any difference. There's nothing they could do to catch. I think they were kind of hoping that the soft tyre would be massively quicker, and it wasn't any quicker, so it made no difference. If they'd pitted earlier, they might have had tyre degradation on the soft tyres, but it made no odds anyway. They wouldn't have caught Verstappen. Who Shrooms, thank you for the 24 months. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you. Do you think there could be a DayZ movie? There was a guy trying to make one. 998 Instagram followers, guys. 998. 999. Who's going to be the 1000th? Come on, I'm cycling in it now. 999. Racing Scott, I've seen... Oh, 1002 now. Holy shit. Primal Dude, thank you for the bits. 1,000 bits for 1,000 follows on Instagram, eh? Whew. They were waiting for a safety car. Yeah, they might have been. I think they might have been hoping for a safety car so they could pit.
Hope you are well,
I think there
Paul.
was some hope that the
Any
soft tyres
computer
might be good too, but
security
it was...
Managed to get some of my accounts
not
hacked.
much they could do. Yeah.
Lost the old EFT account. Frown.
Oh, you lost your EFT account. Corco, that sucks, dude. Thanks for coming in. Glad you still got your Twitch account. Racing Scott, a lot of political names are blocked because we don't do politics. So if it's like the surname of a politician, there's a chance it might not come up because we just don't have politics as a conversation subject. So whilst what you were saying is not politics, it's obviously preempted for other reasons. But I did see it. I've replied to you, right? So. Who's seen the series on Prime called Hunters with Al Pacino? Pretty good. I've not seen it, Adam. I've not. It's not on my list, to be honest. It's been done World War Z. Well, kind of similar. I think the problem is, like, coming back to a DayZ movie really doesn't mean anything. It's just another zombie movie, isn't it? The fact that it's DayZ inspired doesn't change the fact that it'd be the same as The Walking Dead or similar, or the same as Dawn of the Dead or all the other films, same as whatever, you know. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference. So, like, making a DayZ film, like, what can you really do? Like, the genre of zombie survival films is greater than the sort of niche that is the DayZ gaming space, so it doesn't make sense, if that makes any sense at all. Like, what could you have? You could have like the same kind of loot and maybe some people running on the spot, or like someone's trying to shoot but they've actually got I don't know, a cooking pot in their hand and they don't realise. PBO issue with Alvarex clothing overhaul. Okay, I've got a mod update to do. Crash reporter, it's so slow. I like that plug. There's plenty of DayZ movies. They're on TRMZ's YouTube channel. Damn straight, Mag. Yeah. Start with The Perfect Day in DayZ and the Trumpet Brothers. Who you got for the tennis racing, Scott? I'm going to be rooting for Alcaraz. I don't watch enough tennis, really. I've not seen any of the other finals this year, but Sinner seems to have the edge for the most part. But I'm going to be rooting for Alcaraz. The movie would just be an hour of running, then a 10-second gunfight. TRMZ will be right back. Screen, what building is that in? It's the Radio Zenit building on... It's in a few maps. It's also on Sakal, but it's the radio building on Radio Zenit, what used to be Altar. Glenn Andrews, thank you for the support. Cheers for the follow on YouTube. Who Shrooms, thank you for the 2 years. Oh, that sucks. My fucking knife is ruined. That really blows. I probably don't need 2 knives, but I'm going to keep them for now. Computer specs, Nightcat. I've got 64 gigabyte of RAM, DDR5, but I can't remember what. It's 2 or 3 years old though. 13900K Intel processor and a Asus 5090. That's the most of it. I can't remember the rest. I can't really remember that, but anyway. Where does the cut science key spawn? Medical areas and on zombies. Belt in the first barrack. I ain't that bothered, Chevy. I ain't going back for a belt. It's all good. Saw Jaws last night for the 50th anniversary in the cinema. People behind me started banging. I thought you meant banging on the seat or something, but now I understand you mean lovemaking. I think I'd have a bit of an issue with it, if I'm honest. I think I might be inclined to tell them to fuck off. If I was at the cinema and I'd paid good money and then somebody started having the sexy time behind me and it was interrupting my viewing experience, I might be inclined to tell them to go and get a room and stop doing that shit here, if I'm honest. Have I ever used the radio in DayZ? Yeah, I have. I haven't used the PA system very much, but I use the radios with players quite a bit. And it would mostly be out of like jealousy for the fact that I ain't getting any, obviously. What music does a tired Paul listen to after a hard day? I don't listen to music much. I tend to be more films and shows and stuff. I've been listening to TalkSport a little bit later on in the evening, so I play pool. Like sometimes after a stream, I'll play pool about 10 p.m. for half an hour, and I put TalkSport on. But it's usually bloody Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara, or Jason Cundy and somebody. Oh, I don't like Jason Cundy. He's not bad. He's quite knowledgeable, but I don't like. Oh God, that show's not good. I'm sure he's really gutted. That happened to us in Birmingham, and some woman walked in just her dressing down with her meathead fella. Beetlejuice 2 was never the same thereafter. That is, I presume that they're doing it on purpose. I reckon people that are going to the cinema to have sexy time are doing it because they're getting off on the fact that they can do it. But it's just weird, isn't it? Get a fucking room. I guess they're spicing it up. I don't listen to a great deal of music, is the honest truth, though. I like kind of 90s and noughties Britpop / indie mostly. But I don't listen to a huge amount of music. George, I play vanilla and lightly modded. This is a lightly modded server. Oh, I thought the server went down early. I was just going to say it. Surely the server shouldn't go down till 8 o'clock. It went down specifically for the mod update. That makes sense. When the server went down, I didn't check the time, so I just presumed it was the server restart bit. Yeah, it was too early. Jesus, yet another reason not to go to the cinema. Well, or to go, depending on your tastes, you know. For me personally, I agree. I'd rather not see that shit, to be honest. It just gives me a bit of a, like, oh God. Yeah, the way I do it isn't right. And it isn't actually average size after all. Have you ever or will you ever play DayZ with the Milkman or Cobra? I don't have a Milkman. I don't know, dude. There's a whole host of different streamers and YouTubers out there. If I'm going to arrange a team up, I'm going to arrange it directly with them, not with the chat, if that makes sense, you know. So, the other day, ARK sent me a message and said, do you want to team up? And I went, yeah, all right, today or tomorrow? Or tomorrow or the day after, whatever I said, I don't know. But I'm not going to start talking about other people I've never played with now. Doesn't make any sense, you know. What's the worst movie you've watched recently? The worst one I've seen at the cinema this year probably was The Accountant 2, right? I don't think oh shit, I don't think I've watched that many stinkers lately. I reckon the boat guys probably stopped here, didn't they? Has Rory McIlroy won the Irish Open? Is he? That's cool. He's not won since the Masters, has he? I don't think. No, I read they were asking if I'd team up with another YouTuber, you know. But talking about like if somebody says to me like, oh, would you ever team up with Summit? Right, if I talk about Summit, and I'm doing it now, I know I'm doing it, but I'm intentionally picking someone who's fucking massive on purpose, right? But what then happens is that they go into whatever the streamer's name is and start going, TRMZ was talking about you the other day. It starts to feel a bit like when you were at school and someone runs over it to you with a little logo that says, my mate fancies you. You know, it's a bit like that. You know, it is a bit playgroundy. You know, like I can't talk on stream about who I'd like to team up with, because about 50 people will then go over to their stream going, TRMZ was saying that he'd like to team up with you. Have you considered teaming up with him? And but in reality, that person that did it is normally the one that asked me the question. So it's normally better to just arrange it with the person involved as and when. Yeah, I could take the suppressor and stick it on the Scorpion. I could use the FNX actually, but I don't really have the space. Oh, he has got more bullets. Do you hunt players, or is it the other way around? Well, everyone gets hunted, dude. Sometimes I'm the hunter, sometimes I'm the hunted. That's just the way she goes. I got a box of 9mm. That won't be much cop for the FNX though. Seems like real slow progress today, doesn't it? The loot's been painful. Oh, you fucking for real. Actually really surprised I didn't manage to get hit in the back by one of them two. MK2 was... I dropped the MK2, Kieran. I dropped it to make space for the FNX. I didn't have any mags or anything though, so yeah, MK2 with one bullet is not so preferred, no. How did the zombies in DayZ become zombies? Oh, I think you'll find they're actually infected. Sorry. So the law for the game is such that there's been an outbreak, like a pandemic, and the zombies, if we're calling them zombies, the devs used to be quite funny about making sure we didn't. But anyway, the infected are they've got the virus, and it's kind of made them how they are. So they're not trying to kill us and eat us or anything. They're infected, a bit like the zombies in 28 Years Later or whatever. They're more got like a rage thing. So they're not trying to eat us. If you get bitten, you don't turn into one. They've got a virus, and the survivors are immune to that virus, so they're the 1%. A little bit like the book The Stand, that kind of thing.
Can you tell my friend Nate to play with me?
Can you tell my friend Nate to play with you? Nate, you should play with him. Or, Pride, maybe you should just get a new friend. Get a new friend and fuck him off, you know? If he won't play DayZ with you, get a new DayZ friend. And then when he's like, do you have a fancy team? I go, no, I've got a new DayZ friend. DayZ friends. Yeah, get a new DayZ friend. Fuck him. Fuck Nate. That's assuming he won't team up, of course, you know, but maybe he will. So don't go straight to getting fucking him off, you know. OnlyManZ account sounds great, but do you still offer the toilet cam? That's extra. Oh, you fucking fuck. I can't believe I've been on this long and I'm only this geared. Crazy. I can't believe I'm letting the zombies hit me repeatedly when I've only got one bandage. Normally I wouldn't bother looting these houses, but I'm kind of in need of a Mosin. There's a chance there might be one. Haven't said it in ages. There's a goalkeeper's on
Greater than
me!
3.
Shit loot and paper skin characters. Yeah, I think this this character's got old skin, like 98-year-old skin or something. Start to get some rags for when you're out of bandages. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm not going to do it though. If clothing is higher quality, does that prevent bleeding more? It doesn't, OG. The only thing that does is a stab vest, believe it or not, even though I'm wearing one, reduces your bleed chances a little. And a leather jacket reduces your bleed chance a little bit as well. But nothing else makes any odds. It's just random luck whether you bleed or not. Sarcam lever is high today. I don't know. I am feeling a bit sarcastic. I'm feeling very hungry as well. It's like, what time is it? It's 7:20. I ain't eaten. I'm turning into the hungry angry mans. The hangry mans. That tree just sounded like an aggro zombie. I think it did. Casey, I've just started an Instagram account in preparation for going to TwitchCon in October. I'm going to use it if I remember. So I've started an Insta account. I might take the odd picture and share it here and there or whatever. Have you ever thought that your bitter British accent charmed some good amount of viewers? Maybe. I definitely think your voice is a make or breaker when you're going to be a stream douche or like if you've got a voice that doesn't sound right, you're never going to be able to be a radio DJ, for example, are you? You know, like. So yeah, it probably did make a difference. I don't know if I've got a bitter accent though. How do you have a bitter accent?
Tense will have
you
all
fuck?
the good stuff.
Oh yeah, so maybe I do. I think the bitterness is probably more what I say and how I say it than my accent though. I'm really hungry. Tents will have all the good stuff. I'm not sure. We just saw the boat crew get off. I bet the boat crew are going to rob it all. The bitterness comes from working in retail. Yeah, that's true. Chevy, cheers for the support. Trickshot, thank you as well. Stocko Style, John Boy Gaming, and Putrid Pride. Thank you, all of you. Cheers. Good luck with Nate, Putrid. Hope it goes okay. Ooh. Badly damaged. I can't take that, can I? I got no fixers. If you're blocking melee attacks indefinitely, do you take damage when your clothes? No, Journey. Not if you, when you say blocking melee attacks, I presume you mean blocking zombies, right? You can block the zombies and it doesn't cause any damage. If you're blocking from players and you're able to block, it doesn't cause any damage. But if you're being hit by stuff that actually hits, then it does cause damage. I.e., you can't block a heavy attack, for example. I was once told I had a face for radio. Oh, lovely. TRMZ, are you Nigerian? No. What weapons do you have now? A BK-18, an FNX pistol, and a Scorpion. So in other words, not a lot. Paul has a face for radio and a voice for print, and a ban button as well, Nathan. And a ban Nathan Puckett button.
Need more feet pics on the OnlyManZ.
Need more feet pics on the OnlyManZ. Damn straight. Yeah, I'll try and remember. Maybe I'll post one wearing my highly classy on walking shoes. Yeah, that's the answer. I've not got any ideas for the Instagram, but I just wanted to set it up with TwitchCon in mind. Really, like I said before, I'm sure I'll think of something to post. I actually saw it. It was kind of cool. I saw a little. I don't know if it was a newt or what, but I saw a little crawly thing, a little salamander or something earlier. And I haven't seen one, in fucking ages. And I tried. It went under relief. I tried to take a picture of it, and it fucking ran away. It was quicker than me. I couldn't run as quick as a salamander or a newt or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. A little tiny fucker. It didn't run away. It went into some sort of bush I couldn't get to. I don't wear New Balance shoes. I have owned several pairs of New Balance shoes, but I don't wear New Balance shoes. I usually wear either Nike Air Max 90s or these On ones that I bought not long ago. I started just as it became standalone cam, so I did play the mod a little bit, but I got into PC gaming specifically for DayZ, and I started in January 2014, so standalone had just come out. I was brand new to PC gaming, so PC gaming is quite a big leap from console. I was kind of happy enough not with all the toys that the mod had. It was just more confusing for me to control the character, you know. I was struggling enough to run in a straight line, never mind fly helicopters. What has happened to the loot on this server? It's terrible. Am I a ballerina? I'd be about as good as a hippo at ballerina ring. Mr. Shmee, thank you for the gifted subs. That's really kind. Cheers for the gifted sub on Mr. Shmee. Thank you. It is September at the moment, and I've not plugged it really at all. I'm too busy plugging my Insta account, obviously. Stupid. Cheers, Mr. Shmee. Thank you. Johnny Twitch, Chevy, thank you as well. The loot is just shockingly bad. Okay, that's not bad. Someone always asks, the Defender is a little bit better than a press vest, but not quite as good as a plate carrier.
September.
Bob, cheers for the support, dude. Thank you very much. Decided to take September to you choose, eh? Thank you very much, Bob. Cheers for the support, dude. Oh god, this server's loot table needs a kick up the ass. Hemp Knight, thank you for the membership. Cheers for the support, dude. Thank you very much. How hard did I find changing from controller to mouse and keyboard? When I made that move back in 2014, I did struggle for a while. It takes a while to get used to. Yeah, it does. I played a bit of Armour 3, which helped. I was doing like Armour 3 King of the Hill. That kind of helped a little bit. The biggest thing that helped me, though, was getting an MMO mouse. There's a video on my channel called The Best Setup for for the best mouse setup for DayZ. I actually think I should remake that video. Someone else will make it now, and just call it something more like how to quickly adapt to PC DayZ when you're a console player. Oh my god. Fuck's sake, 3 hours. What the fuck is he doing up there? Oh my god. Ugh. More than 3 hours of not seeing a soul just to get killed. Oh my god. Oh my fuck. Top 5 favourite weapons. My favourite gun in the game is the Blaze, but I don't know what my top 5 is, dude. The DMR and the SVD are the best. Fuck this. This is where we spawned earlier. I think, guys, I know, I'm just going to call it. Fuck it. I'm going to go and have some dinner and watch the tennis. Fuck it. Fuck it, read good. It's Sunday. It's always the shortest stream of the week. I'm afraid you're only getting 4 hours today. That's it. I ain't starting again. That was dire. I think we're going to do a different server tomorrow. Fucking hell, there's no loot on this server at the moment. I don't know whether it's changed to 100 pop, obviously. It's been like it for a little while, but the loot economy seems a little bit broken at the moment. There's no scopes at there's no hunting rifles at the castles. It's just weird. It's like it's not spawning quite right. Like there's some kind of bug with the loot economy. But anyway, I'm going to call it there, guys. I was going to carry on for another hour or two, but I want to watch the tennis and I need to have some dinner. So rather than have dinner and then stop in an hour, I might as well stop now. Sundays are normally the shortest stream of the week, but they're not normally only 4 hours, and we haven't even quite got to 4 hours yet. But I'm back tomorrow. I'm streaming until I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so we'll be back. Don't forget to follow Paul_OnlyManZ. I'm on 1,058 follows. Woohoo! There is a new Insta. I'll start using it a little bit from day to day as best as I can. And obviously when I go to TwitchCon as well. Anyway, that's it from me. Holy, thank you very much for the membership. No Limit, thank you for the 7 months. Yeah, I'm going to call it there because I've died. I would have carried on for a bit, and I'll be back again tomorrow. I think we need to pick a different server tomorrow, though. The loot economy is a bit awry at the moment, it seems. Anyway, I'm back tomorrow. I'll be on just after lunch, 1ish, 2ish, something like that. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Love you.